This interview is brought to you by our friends at Waggle Golf. Waggle Golf believes what you wear on the course should reflect your individuality. Who you are, where you're from, your hobbies, interests, and passions. All the stuff that makes you, well, you. That's why every design is inspired by the desire to create a piece of apparel that strikes a chord when you see it. That makes you say, wow, that was made for me. Because, in a lot of ways, it was. Ready to get your Waggle on? Go to getyourwaggleon.com, throw in promo code SP10 at checkout to take 10% off your entire order.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sota Pod YouTube channel for yet another live Stanley Cup playoff, a watch party here. Dallas Stars, Minnesota Wild, Game 5, series tied apiece. Overtime wins were split apiece, and we are back in Dallas for Game 5. Speaking of being back, Zuccarello and Jakub Trenin in the lineup for the Minnesota Wild, back out of concussion protocol after being, Zuccarello was out since Game 1. Trenin basically out since Game 1 too. He played the first period, then got absolutely ransacked and was out the rest of the game. But puck is dropped right now. If you guys are new to the channel, we do live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and of course, a live interaction with all the amazing folks in the live chat here. So updates, but also we want to and will interact with you guys as well. Like I said, puck has dropped here, 19:30, and here come the Wild through the neutral zone. Shot. That goes right. There's a nice pad save by Ottinger. Faber has it at the blue line. Another shot. That goes left and wide and around the net. Dallas gets it back. They're going to break out. Just under a minute in. Dallas flings it back in. They dump, looking to chase. The Wild doing a good job on the wall. They get it back. And they end up dumping it down the length of the ice and can't catch up to it. We're going to have icing. Dude, what a beauty, dude. What an absolute beauty. Is he from Minnesota? Yo, what's up, Hoggy from home? Let's go. What's up, Tanner? Sean's, get this. It's even worse, chat. My boy Sean here, he's a Blackhawks fan. Hey, Sean, will you root for the Wild against the Avs? Will you root for the Wild against the Avs when they get past the Stars? Wild win the faceoff. Shot, long wrist shot, unable to be tipped in. Battling in the corner here with the puck. Behind the net, Dallas gets it back. Can they get out of the zone? That they do. And they're able to push it down the length of the ice. Okay. So he's like that, hybrid Canadian Minnesotan. No wonder he's such a psycho goalie. He's probably got a little Francais in him as well. 18:30. Nice job by Kaprizov getting it back. And oh my God, I cannot wait to see Kaprizov. Not that he's been bad in the series, because it's kind of funny if you look at his stats, you're like, oh shit, he's actually contributing, but he's not contributing in the Kaprizov fashion that we're used to, and he's got his boy back here. You excited for this game, Hoggy from home? Good to see you, like I said, as well. Tanner and Sean, both members. And Sean Moody. We got two Seans in the chat. Big supporter, and has been a member as well. And a shot just left and wide. That was an opportunity by the Dallas Stars. Volstead again, the rookie. Between the pipes for the Minnesota Wild. And Minnesota, they get it back and they dump it. It looks like the same line was chasing there. Wild defense get back, and now the Wild are going to change. Faber with it, with some speed over the line. Checked, but sending it around the boards. Hell yeah, I knew that. 17-21, and a puck gets flung up close to the net there, but bad out of play. Wild get it back, and 2-on-2 through the Dallas zone. Battling behind the net. Digging for it. 3-on-2, and Dallas will get it back. Through the neutral zone, and just like the first 4 games, we got a back and forth affair. Honestly, man, there's French speakers, I would say, everywhere. Probably less in Saskatchewan and Alberta, but literally they're everywhere. A lot in British Columbia. Because they're like, if I'm going to go out west, I'm going to go all the way out west, tabarnak, to the ocean. All right, face off. Wild win it. To Kaprizov, he couldn't tip it. Back into the corner. Wild still with it. Blue line. Oh, man. Brodin's been so good this series as well. Holy fuck. Am I that far behind? Okay, apparently Wild scored. I'm so far behind the hole. I'm going to refresh my shot. I have had it playing for a while, so it's probably just like tripped out a couple times. Hold on. I'm refreshing it. I'm probably going to miss it now, though. But yes, let's go. Oh, perfect. Perfect timing. I got to see the replay. Backhander as well. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I was like a minute behind. Sorry about that, chat. 16 minutes. Didn't even take 5 minutes in for the offense to get going because of Zuccarello. Let's go. Lit Otter's ass up. A diving Ottinger as well. Couldn't save that one. I don't have that soundbite on this account, but yes. Off the floor, on the board. Yo, what's up, Dirty Bird? Yo, how crazy is that? Faber through center. Up over the line, Eriksson Ek. He tried to send one over to Ottinger. That just went right and wide. Batted behind the net. Goes around, but unable to hold the line. Wild still have it in the neutral zone. Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes leaves it for Boldy right above the line. Boldy charges up the boards, but unable to hold it. Dallas send it back down, and Quinn Hughes knocked off the puck. Quinn Hughes circling. Oh, does knock down his check. It was Sam Steele, I believe, but he'd already had the centering pass. Hit him a little too late there, but Dallas unable to capitalize, and the Wild literally bring it all the way back down the ice. Batted away, back in center. This is such a back and forth start to the game, just like this entire freaking series. Other than in game one. I'm a huge fan of the Wild. They're one of my favorite teams of all time. Every time when they're not at home, it makes me so happy. Hey, glad to have you here, Dirty. 5-on-5 are definitely the better team. Next year, my Chicago team will be back in the playoffs. They made they had like another step forward year for sure. And they got some good prospects. 14-42, and the Wild win the faceoff. Great start to the game for the Wild. And that's going to be icing for the Stars. I was hoping I could snatch the Sportsnet feed, but for some reason, it's not working. It's just on ESPN, so whatever. Shots 4-1 for the Minnesota Wild. Do you think the Ducks will win tonight against the Oilers? Do you think the Flyers will win the series? I'm less bullish on the Flyers. I mean, McDavid's questionable tonight. They're starting another goalie. They still got no defense. I don't know. I think the Ducks, if I have to bet on one or the other, I'd say the Ducks. I'm watching the Buffalo Sabres and watching this at the same time. I want the Sabres to win. Yeah, I'm really excited for the Sabres to be relevant again. And what a year, especially since the start of the year was tough for them. Puck back into the right corner for the Wild. Or in the Wild zone. Dallas trying to dig it out, but kind of flubs that shot in. Minnesota unable to poke it back out. Bouncing puck. Dallas can't settle it in, and they're all battling in the corner. I mean, such a tight defensive game so far, ladies and gentlemen. Dallas still has it, sends it in top of the circle, but that bounces just right to Volstead. Dallas still with it, though, man. They're battling to keep this possession. Oh, yeah, I think the Sabres win the series, Hockey from Home. Do you think the Sabres force? What are you talking about? The Sabres force Game 6? Don't you mean Boston? The Sabres don't have to force anything. What are you talking about? They're up. 13-26. What's the score? I literally watched the national anthem and then switched over to this game. 13-15. Battling in center. Oh, big hit by Foligno. Oh, but Dallas ends up getting to their men. They cross over the line. Backhand pass right to Minnesota, though. Bad pass, though. Kind of sloppy pass. Unable to take it clean, but Foligno does or was able to get it out, but then Dallas gets it right back in, unable to make their pass right to the neutral zone, being checked into the corner. I mean, good defense here from the Wild, but I don't want to see it in the zone this much. Oh, yeah, I got Sabres. If they were like down like 3-0 or something like that, then I'd be like, okay, maybe it's a little different. But I want the Oilers to be out as soon as possible because the Florida Panthers are not in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and I honestly believe the Oilers don't belong there. Well, I don't think it has anything to do with the Florida Panthers. And I think Edmonton definitely earned the spot in the crappy Pacific. Oh, Renton now try to swing one forward for Dallas, and that's poked out by the Wild back at center. The Wild need to change, man. They got that fourth line is a little tired out there. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Sock from home. Thank you. You're the only one who notices the little things, so I appreciate it. Hoggerum's not watching the game. I'm watching the ticker. 11:52 behind the net of the Dallas Stars. A big push here by Dallas. Has not officially got one on net. And a penalty called here on Minnesota. On Bobby Brink, who's getting the chance in over Urov, by the way. Yo, what's up, sis? Freaking slashing. He's shaking his head. Let me see. Let's see the replay. Okay, they show the beautiful highlight, the backhand pass from Zuccarello. Kind of backhand pass. It was kind of backhand on net, but then bounced off the stick. And we're going to a TV timeout. You're obviously taking some bad penalties. I mean, there's one in particular. Let's be honest. Overall, there's one in particular. I don't think there's been that many bad penalties other than Foligno's and his. I think the rest have just been calling this game like insanely soft, or this whole series insanely soft for both teams. At least Quinn Hughes hasn't been flopping around yet. By the way, if you guys are watching on Twitter, come over to YouTube. If you want, come support us over here. This is the platform in which we're trying to build. Not that we don't appreciate all you State of Hoppy followers. I'm very happy the Vegas Golden Knights are at home tomorrow. It'd make me so happy if Jack gets a hat trick. It'd be so cool. I can't believe the Golden Knights won yesterday. Do it again. Can't say I want the Vegas Golden Knights to win personally. Despite me liking a lot of their players. Sounds good. Hockey from home. Hey, are you staying up to watch that one championship card? I know Sis will be up for it. See you later, Hockey from home. Still in the TV timeout right now, guys. And Dallas has, despite pushing the pace here right before this TV timeout, they have not recorded a official shot on net. They missed the net a few times. They just showed a clip of Foligno just talking about what the team needs to do in this one. Very hockey answer-esque. All right, here we go. Dallas Stars with the first power play of the game. Dallas with a shot, and that finally hits the pad. Well, I think it hit the pad anyways of Volstead, but it might hit the defenseman, but regardless, it trickled right and wide. Johnson with it. He sends it to Duchesne, back to Johnson. Back to Heiskin on the blue line. Top of the circle. I can. Oh, and a shot or a pass to center. Couldn't set up his man, Robertson. Back to the blue line. Oh, one-timer shot and score! Dallas ties things up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Bobby Brink shaking his head as he leaves the penalty box. Special teams continues to bite the Minnesota Wild in the ass. How do they score 100% of the time? It's ridiculous. Stars need the power play. Fair, but they're getting the power play. But yeah, I was honestly surprised at how kind of slow the Penguins were starting. I'm glad that there's a little fire under them now. Between the Ducks, well, I mean, based on how the two series have gone, like I was after the first 3 games, I was like, if you're gonna tell me that, or I guess after the first 4 games, you're gonna tell me there's one team I'm more confident in. It's definitely Pittsburgh coming back. As fun as Talkett's Flyers are, I've just like Edmonton's got too many holes, man. They got too many holes and too many injuries. I hate the Dallas Stars chant. Dude, I hate the Dallas Stars chant. Queen the Snoopy meme about staying out of the box. I'm not scared. Let's take care. Who win? All right, that is we're back to square one. And hey, playing 5-on-5 and getting the first goal is great, ladies and gentlemen. If the Wild are going to keep taking penalties and allowing the Dallas Stars to score, and if the Wild on the other side can't buy a freaking power play goal. 10:47. Battling in the corner. At the wall. Tied up. Brodin pushing it forward. Couldn't get it to Tarasenko, and it's slapped back into the corner down the boards. Dallas still with it. Again, feeling it here. They're feeling it before the friggin' power play, too. With that offensive zone pressure. Puck trickles right in front of the only star in front of the net, but unable to get a shot off or a stick off on it. But he gets the puck back as a pass from, I don't know, that just barely offside behind the net. Tried to pass to the slot and no one there. The Wild looked a little just out of sync. Good hit. And finally the puck gets cleared. Wild to center. And it's going to be icing. I thought the one guy chasing poked it, but didn't hit his stick. How do you feel about Sonny Minta? Do you think he will take the Devils anywhere? You know, I'm glad the Sabres are in the playoffs, but I want the Devils to be in the playoffs next year. I mean, I don't know. I think that team has to remain healthy before we can really identify, and we'll see if their aging goaltending can at least hold the fort next year. It's just like they have some young talent, they have some good players, but I just don't think they're deep enough. So I think there's just gonna have to be some core roster changes. But if a new guy comes in, usually they make some changes, even coaching staff coming in and request some tweaks as well. All right, 9:26, still in the Wild zone, man. The Stars, blue line, back to the blue line. Great passing, bodies falling for the Wild. Again, this looks like they're on the friggin' penalty kill right now. And y'all were saying that they're better 5-on-5. Momentum's a bitch. Oh, Stars, top of the circle, elected not to pass. Pass it to the slot, though. Back to the blue line. This is insane. This looks like some Daniel Henrik Sedin shit here. All the way wrapped around the point, and Dallas just got a little too cute with it and sends this puck down the length of the ice. Wild finally able to get the change. Zuccarello is forechecking. .833. Dallas Pushes it back into the Wild zone, into the corner. Checking. They send it around. Top of the circle. Shot blocked. That actually hit the skates or legs of Quinn Hughes. Oh, tried to feed Faber, who was pinching. Good hit in the corner. All right. Wild get it back. Pass from the blue line. And broken up by Myers as the Dallas send this puck back to the neutral zone. Glove down. Wild dump it in. In the corner. Good stick by the Stars. Good checking here by the Stars as well. Hughes just able to hold the line, but he's being checked hard. He sends it around the boards. Chipping it around the half wall. Kaprizov. Kaprizov now in the corner. And that puck escapes his man in the slot, and here come the Dallas Stars. Oh, Dallas blows a tire. Quinn Hughes, unable to handle the puck, he almost gets just kind of poke checked there by reinforcements, and Dallas sends it in, batted away behind. Dallas within the corner, skating, sends it back behind the net. Oh, Dallas does a great job there. Oh, man, that was actually nuts. So Dallas behind the net, skated around, stopped, spun, went right the other way, cross ice pass, and just it was intercepted by the Wild. They're able to slow things down here now. Middleton out there. By the way, Middleton overall, best hockey he's played all season has been in the playoffs, in my opinion. Oh, big hit. Jamie Benn with it, and more bodies hitting Jamie Benn now. Dude, this fourth line of the Wild, literally 4 freaking hits in like the last 30 seconds. But since the Wild have scored, man, I don't think they got a single shot on net. Since the Wild have scored, they've not got a single shot on net. As the Dallas Stars, right before they went on the power play, were just pushing the pace and racking up offensive zone time. They obviously get the power play. They're in the offensive zone. Wild don't kill the power play. Dallas Stars score. Dallas gets right back in the Wild zone. Wild ice the puck a couple times. Like, this shit's crazy, man. So the Montreal Canadiens play the Tampa Bay Lightning tomorrow, and then the Pittsburgh Penguins play the Philadelphia Flyers, and the Vegas Golden Knights play the Utah Mammoth. Go Pens, go Knights. I mean, Dallas has 3 5-on-5 goals. The Wild have 9, I think. Jiggy blocks a lot of shots in the playoffs. He's just been really good in the corners as well, and just, I don't know. I think he's just played really good, solid defensive hockey. I love watching the Vegas Golden Knights home games. Are you from Vegas? Did you go to the Vegas games live? And I love watching the San Jose Sharks home games. Oh, nice. You traveled all those games. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. I think all those rinks will be fun to go to. I mean, I haven't heard like incredible things from the Honda Center, but I haven't heard like bad things. I've heard it's like a fun experience overall. Vegas, I heard, as much as I am not a Knights fan, I've heard that is a fun time. It's just a hell of an experience. I mean, it's Vegas, baby. I've never been to Montreal, and I've never been to a Montreal Canadiens game. That would be insane. Like, I heard even like Laval games are freaking lit. So I can imagine. I mean, Bell Center, man, insane. But yeah, what I've gone to only the Flames old friggin' dinky rink. I love the former Excel Energy Center, now the Grand Casino Arena here in St. Paul, and then I've gone to Rogers Arena quite a bit. And I think I went to Pacific Coliseum when I was a kid. I liked it, which Pacific Coliseum is now where the PWHL team plays for in Vancouver, which is cool. I liked it better when the Ducks Arena was called the Pond and the Penguins Arena was called the Igloo. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It was cool when rinks had names. 6 minutes and 7 seconds. 4 shots for the Wild, 3 for the Dallas Stars. It just shows like how tight defensively this game has been, but Dallas definitely with had momentum there for friggin' 15 minutes of the period. But Boldy comes in backhand Forced Ottinger to make a big save. Puck goes into the corner. Wild still have it. Quinn Hughes at the line. Shot. Tried to get through traffic. It doesn't. It ricochets right. Johansson. Back to Faber. Faber with a big shot in front of the net. Hughes with it. Backhand wraparound. Blocked. Ottinger with another beautiful save there. Quinn Hughes. Little wraparound backhand. Just not quick enough. Hughes back to Faber as the Wild are forced back into their own zone. Boldy back to Faber, and the Wild are going to change. I think Mario Lemieux is the greatest hockey player of all time. I think he's better than Gretzky, better than Crosby, better than Gordie Howe. But I would say my top 3, or I guess top 4, would be. We'll make it an even top 5. Rest in peace, John Garrett. Passed away today. It's been a tough year, man. It's been a tough year for both the Vancouver Canucks market, where I'm originally from, and the Minnesota market with the loss of our dear friend Jesse Pierce. And then in Vancouver, they lost Jim Robson, and John Garrett passed away this morning. He was supposed to be working the Mammoth game too. He was in Salt Lake City. So I know Vancouver Canucks fans were hit hard with that news this morning, as he was a beloved former goaltender for the Vancouver Canucks. He played, I think he was most remembered for his time in Vancouver. He always jokes, says he was a fill-in in the All-Star game, and he would have won a new GMC truck, but Gretzky just had to score 4 goals on him to snatch that truck from him. He also played in the WHA, and I think he played for the Fighting. I think he played in Minnesota as well. I think he played for the Fighting Saints. John Garrett. Then was color commentary for the Vancouver Canucks for many, 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 many years. Then was working just for Sportsnet on the side. Hold on, did he play for this? He played for the Fighting Saints. He did, dude. That is amazing. For the first 3 years of his WHA career, John Garrett played for the Minnesota Fighting Saints. So a little connection to Minnesota there as well. That's amazing. Because he played half his career in the WHA. And then played, well, I guess only 3 years in Vancouver, but his last 3 years. He even coached for the Fighting Saints. Friggin' players. Oh my God. Friggin'. Oh, no, sorry, never mind. Not players coach. No, these are playoff stats. For some reason, I thought they were coaching stats. There you go, man. Rest in peace, John Garrett. Ooh, that's a good question. I'd probably have to say John Garrett, to be honest. Probably have to say John Garrett, man. Or dare I say Don Cherry? Dare I say Don Cherry? Player, coach, and TV star. I went to the old Key Arena and watched basketball. I saw Kevin Durant play there as a rookie for the Seattle Sonics. 4:37. We're back from TV timeout. Dallas gets the puck through the neutral zone. They cross the line. They set up back to the blue line. Shot from the top of the circle. Nice block. Freaking Kaprizov blocked that one. Battling into the corner. Wild come away with it. Behind the net. Nice little backhand pass. Wild. Exiting the zone. Backhand, but no reinforcements. I don't know what the Wild were doing. I don't know if they were finishing a change, but kind of just gave it right to the Dallas Stars. But Wild get it back into the Dallas zone. Stop in the corner. Tarasenko battling there as well. And this pops out onto the Dallas Stars stick. That third line, Tarasenko, Karen, and Brink. Brink back to McCarron. Backhand. Brink right in front. That bounces left back to the blue line. Shot in front of the net. Nice save. Wild go all the way back into their own zone. McCarron back to the Bogosian. Wild are breaking out. And they do Tap that puck into the Dallas zone in the corner now, battling. 3:03. What a back and forth low shot, just friggin'. This game is no different than game 2, 3, and 4, ladies and gentlemen, thus far. We'll get to your guys' comments here in a little bit, I promise. Garrett's masks were sick. Oh, dude. 2:43. I've been sharing a lot of stuff on Twitter, but I shared Don Taylor's segment on it. It's great stuff. Woo! That was a dangerous pass from the corner right in front of the Wild's net. No stars there as the Wild break through the neutral zone. Oh, what a hit, bro! Behind the net. Wild layout. One of the Stars players, but anyways, Robertson came away with it and actually got a nice shot on Volstead. Volstead forced to make one of the better saves of the game, and then Eriksson Ek gets laid out. Jeez. This has been a physical period. In a physical game 5. And that's going to be a penalty on the Dallas Stars. 2 minutes remaining in the period. Volstead back to the bench. Wild crossed the line, but unable to hold the puck. And the Wild will have a power play. Arguably one of the most important power plays of the series. So they're kind of all important at this point. Hey, what's up, Denial? Good to see you. Wild on the power play. No, I'm not. So yeah, interference. I will be doing one championship later on my second channel. You can check it out, the City Life Project. Yeah, we got about 8.5 hours of Muay Thai, kickboxing, and mixed martial arts starting at midnight tonight. So after this game, I'm going to try to take a quick power nap, and then I'm either going to work out like crazy and just be so hyped up on dopamine that I just will transition right into the event, or I'm going to take a nap. I haven't decided yet. Minnesota wins the faceoff, but unable to hold the puck in, and Dallas Stars sends it down the length of the ice. Ooh, there's a lot of rinks I still want to go to, man. Boldy to Kaprizov. Kaprizov tried to set up Ek in the slot. That goes by him. Eriksson Ek battling in the corner here. Boldy goes in for reinforcements, but Dallas send it back to the line. Hughes able to hold it at center. Oh, no, I guess this bounced off his stick, and it's going to be a face-off in the neutral zone, as they're going to say it was offside. 133 on the Wild's power play, which, again, has been non-existent without Matt Zuccarello in the lineup. Hughes with the puck as the Wild win the face-off. 0 for the last 10. Hey, that game where the Buffalo Sabres lit up Boston, I think it was game 4 for them? Hughes elected not to shoot. He passes it to Zuccarello, and Zuccarello with a shot on the right side. Bro, he's been buzzing since coming back in the lineup. 113. And again, for all our homies watching on Twitter and Facebook, come over to our YouTube channel and join us here. Sorry to our Facebook viewers that we got here a little bit late. I don't know what was happening. 1 minute remaining in the first period. And 1:05 remaining on the power play. Oh, Kaprizov with a shot from the top of the circle. That doesn't get through. Boldy still has it, though, on the left wall. Back to Hughes. Hughes to Zuccarello. Back to Hughes. Boldy with a lot of room. Boldy. Behind to Kaprizov. Kaprizov to Zuccarello. Look how this power play moves the puck when Zuccarello's in the lineup. This is insane. Ow! Kaprizov in front of the net to Ek. Ek in front. Can't get the rebound. 30 seconds remaining in this period. 35 remaining on the power play. Kaprizov in the corner. Hughes. I mean, they'll have 5 or 8 seconds to start the period. Oh, Boldy gets in front. Cars in front. Shot. And they score! Boldy! Beast! beast his way into the friggin' paint, and he bats this one in. 11 seconds remaining in the first, and Minnesota regains the lead. Dude, I know Boldy just got the goal, but I'm going to friggin' swoon to Zuccarello just a little bit more here. How important is this guy to this team? Oh my God. Yo, sometimes you just got to have that unk in the lineup, man. Calgary Flames won with freaking Larry McDonald literally the year before he joined a retirement home. I mean, come on. Back door open. I mean, we can check Hockey DB, man. We're to be perfectly honest, my man, we're focusing in on this game. But Hockey DB will tell you that, my man. Hockey DB will tell you that. Dallas challenges this. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I think it's coming back. All right, let's see. I guess his stick was on the padding for too long? Is that... Or was it initial whack? It was either the initial whack or that the stick was on this pad for too long, hampering his movement. I guess we'll see. Man, I remember when they were called the freaking Phoenix Coyotes. I remember when they were called the Winnipeg Jets. Power play, Wild is unstoppable with power play, back to life. I laugh, people say he's too old. They're still looking at it. I mean, honestly, if I was friggin' Gelly, Mr. Glenn Gullickson, he sounds like a freaking frog name. I'd challenge it as well. I think more so that like the stick after the initial, like the first whack was jammed in the pad, but we'll see. Fuck! I mean, I'm not going to scream bloody murder. I was kind of hoping Boldy would get away with it. Because it wasn't super egregious, but like it is what it is. I'm not going to bitch and complain too much about it. He did interfere with him. It just wasn't very egregious. All right, well, they're back to the power play, and if they don't score here in the last 11 seconds off the face-off, then yo, what's up, Tracy? Thank you so much for hanging out. Come say hi to us on YouTube as well. All right, so 22 seconds remaining in the power play, 12 seconds on the clock. The Wild will start up a man. Dallas will start with one man in the box. I'm not worried. The boys are buzzing. Last year, NCAA final, similar goal. I would say I'm more of a fan of the Jets, but I'm a Canucks fan who has been covering the Minnesota Wild for many years. I've been living in the States for many years now, and I say this. I'm a Canucks fan. I have a rooting interest in the Wild and the Capitals, and then there's just certain teams that I vehemently hate. Every other team is just a hockey team, and I love hockey, so I'll watch it. And that is it for the first. It's a pushing and shoving here. Not surprised. Boldy in the mix. Kaprizov, not really in the mix. Ek obviously yapping away. Hughes hovering around. Zuccarello just getting right back in the scrum of things as well. Right back in the scrum of things. I would say, like, overall, Dallas, I think, had the better period. They obviously capitalized on their power play. We kind of did. The Wild kind of did, and even though the first like 5 to 7 minutes of the game were in the Wild's favor and they scored early and it looked good in the back and forth exchanges, Dallas couldn't even get a shot on net for like the first 5 to 7 minutes either. As soon as Dallas, or as soon as the Wild scored, the Wild kind of dried up a little bit. Dallas started winning more of the offensive zone battles. We're able to set up a little bit more, and then we're just started to rack up offensive zone time. They didn't get that many shots on net, but they were able to just win the battles. I imagine they're going to have more hits. We'll check on the stats here in a sec, but they just played a little bit more physical, a little bit more dominant. And then obviously Brink took the penalty. Dallas Stars were rewarded with a goal on the power play. It's free money here. Dallas scoring on the power play apparently. And then Wild still seemed flat for a little while. They came back to life in about the last 3 to 4 minutes of that period. They get the power play. Actually looked pretty good on the power play. We thought they scored. It was called back, but they're going to be on it for just over 10 seconds. Dallas will have one man in the box, so we'll see if even that just a little bit, that little advantage there can start the second period off well for this team. All right, let's continue to take your guys' comments. We will read some stats, and then we had a lot of content drop on the Sota Pod here today, so we'll preview some of that with you guys as well as I take my first break of the stream. Bruins tie it up. Oh, no. Do you like Jack Eichel? I don't really care. I like Jack Eichel as a player. It clearly didn't work out with the Buffalo Sabres. It's working out for him with the Vegas Golden Knights, but I really don't care where he plays. Sound like two different people, but it's the same guy. I mean, I think the same person. I think he had every right to be frustrated with how Buffalo was handling his development. I'm sure he's happier with the Vegas Golden Knights, so sure, Vegas. 1-1 Buffalo Boston. Listen, there's a lot of players on Vegas that I like, but I don't want Vegas to do well in that division because I want the Canucks to do well in that division. Not anymore. Not this. Obviously, this year's over, but this year was a wash. The second they traded Quinn, I was like, all right, we're rebuilding, baby. And I'm super stoked with the return. Super stoked. Love Rossi, love Ogren, and love Zeev. So, and a pick's just the icing on the cake. Brings very weak at possessions. His penalty was the result of turning over the puck, breaking out of the D zone. It wasn't good. And they obviously benched Yurov in place of Brink. Probably to just try to get some offense out of that third line. Maybe some chemistry with Tarasenko. But I've loved the Russian line, man. We'll see if there's any changes here. We'll see if they go back to the Russian line in the next game. Because I like Yurov, Tarasenko, and Trennan. Now that Trennan's back in the lineup, we'll see. We'll see if Brink will make up for it in period 2 and 3. Again, it's been a really tough defensive game, and welcome to playoff hockey, Bobby Brink. Welcome to playoff hockey. Vote in the poll question. Am I the curse, by the way? Every stream that I've done in this first round thus far, Dallas Stars have won. Every time that I've been covering combat sports on my second channel, the 2 Saturdays of this series so far, the Minnesota Wild have won. I didn't wear a Wild jersey this time. I'm wearing the colors. I got the beige and green hats. I got some Minnesota Brewery in the colors. I even got freaking kahiki pants. As they say in Trailer Park Boys. So I got the Wild colors on right now, but maybe this is more of the lucky getup. I love the original 6 so much. I think it's so cool watching their games. Boston. Fuck Boston. Fuck the Toronto Maple Leafs. And honestly, I'd say fuck the Montreal Canadiens as well. I hate to say it. I feel like gross, kind of rooting for Montreal this year. Just because, Tampa's had their time, and, Montreal's a fun team. But, dirty, I'm not going to lie. As a Canadian, I hate the Toronto Maple Leafs so much. I hate the Leafs more than I love my mother. Boston was the catalyst for Vancouver burning their city down to the ground and me having to escape that shit. And obviously my boys and the Sedins not winning a Stanley Cup. So Tim Thomas can I don't care if he's a Minnesotan. As the resident Canuck of this channel, I want to give a big frig off Leahy to Tim Thomas. I hope you're enjoying your solitude in the woods, you crazy fuck. And Toronto, you'll never have my respect. I'm so happy Toronto is not in the playoffs. Is it safe to say that the Wild have the backing of the Canucks fan based on the playoffs? I would say that the Canucks fans are probably rooting for the Wild more than Dallas. But like the Canucks fans are split. Half of them hate Quinn Hughes. He gave up on the team. He was a shitty captain, blah, 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 blah. And the other half are just like, we're rooting for Quinny boy and screw the Stars. But the Stars owner is from British Columbia. Gallardi, right? He is from British Columbia. And he does own, I think it's the Kamloops Blazers as well in the WHL. So I know there's like a part of the fan base that are like, we're riding with the BC owners team. Vancouver riding isn't a one-off. That is true. I blame Tim Thomas for it. Most cities only have riots when they win. You know what's crazy? With the 94, the game was it game 6 or game 7 was in New York. We need to win the first face-off 100%. I swear majority of Dallas power plays goals are scored because we don't win the face-offs. And you know what's crazy about it, Dave, is like throughout the regular season, the Wild, one thing I recognize that they did consistently well were face-offs. So the Buffalo Sabres had the odd and the Pittsburgh Penguins had the igloo. What would the Devils have back then? Do you know? I mean, what did they call the Devils Arena? Was there a nickname for that one as well? Or did they just call it the fucking 7th layer of hell? Didn't the Canucks only score like 8 goals in 7 games and still force game 7? Yeah, it was like that was just a miracle run overall. It was just a miracle run overall. And that game 7 in 2011 was, or sorry, the Boston series in 2011. I've listened to Luongo talk about it. I've listened to Kessler, Bieksa, Yannick. I've listened to everybody talk about it, and they said like after game 3, they ran out of gas. They ran out of gas. They ran out of momentum, and then that disbelief. After the first 2 games, they still believed. Like they were just like, there's no way we're losing this. We're the best team in the NHL, and they were. But they said after game 3, they ran out of gas and momentum. And even though they had some good moments, and I forget how game 4 and game 5, I know they won one of the 2, but I remember they all said that like we were so broken. Kessler was getting shot up with like cortisone pretty much every single game at that point. Not literally, but probably every second game, to be honest. I mean, that's not an excuse, like fair and square. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying that's when we saw it. It was like, uh-oh. And then these young guns, man. These young guns from Boston, freaking young Lucic, young freaking Marchand, Bergeron at like 24, 25. Yeah, man, it was wild. But it was a fun run while it lasted for these Canucks fans over here. We're 76% on the dot tonight. Haven't seen numbers like that in a while. I used to hate the Canucks when they had Todd Bertuzzi. Now I don't really care. Oh yeah, I mean the Canucks had a fun playoff series with the Wild, and it's memorable in Vancouver as well. It's definitely memorable in Vancouver. Like growing up watching the Canucks play that series, I will always remember. And then just, oh man, so many times the Canucks getting fucking whooped by the Blackhawks until they finally slayed the Dragon. Yeah, there are expansion cousins. 72, right? Is that like 72 or 79? Forget which one. Canucks wins in that series was like 1-0, 3-2 OT, and 1-0. Oof. I'm pretty sure Cliff Ronning in the series against the Rangers. I think he was with the Canucks later. It's so funny because Cliff only played, 1 or 2 seasons for the Wild? And I heard you guys just loved him out here as well. He's one of my favorite Canucks. Okay, he did play in that fucking series. Dude, that was one of his best years in hockey was that year as well. 15 points. I think the Sabres came in around... Okay, so 70... Then it was 72. Then it was 72. I love the New York Rangers and the New York Islanders. I think you seem to love every single team, Dirty, which is fine. All the power to you. Like, I would rather cut off my hand than ever, and it have to be me to do it, than ever say I love the Toronto Maple Leafs. That is how, and no human should have as much hate as I have towards the Maple Leafs, towards anything. I will say I'll be the first one to admit that right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be the first one to admit that right now. Yo, this chat has been absolutely buzzing, by the way. Endless Bane, I love every single team besides the Habs and the Leafs. My man, dude. My man. This is why Endless Bane and I are brothers, man. I love this. It's good to see you, as always. Good to see you. Okay, look at this. The chat, like I said, has been absolutely buzzing. You guys are amazing. If you're watching on Facebook and Twitter, come over to YouTube, even just to drop a like, because we're trying to get to at least 30 likes on the stream. Hopefully we don't go into friggin' double overtime. I lived in Chicago and Boston, but wasn't into hockey then. I just love the NHL, my favorite thing of all time. Let's go. My mom most hated 3 are Leafs, Bruins, and Canadians from Alberta too, right, Tanner? Right? Us Western Canadians know we get that friggin' Eastern coverage shoved down our throats. They don't talk about any of our sports, Alberta or BC. Like I just said, Dave, as someone who grew up in Western Canada, our sports coverage was on every network was 80% Leafs or Habs, but mostly Leafs because Habs have their own French shit. Shout out to RDS. It's actually pretty good coverage, but it's hilarious. And then, so we just got, it was like, if I wanted to watch a 30-minute sports segment on national sports news, it was 80% everything Toronto. Leafs, Argos, Blue Jays, Raptors, fuck all of it. Toronto FC. And then oh yeah, this is one other thing that's happening in Canada. And then that's it. So fuck them, man. And honestly, the only time I ever had a moment of sympathy for someone with a Leaf sweater was when those idiot fucking fans at the time were ripping on Dion Phaneuf left, right, and center and blaming Phil Kessel for that team's demise. Those two guys are beauties, man, and they did not deserve that shit. The broadcast, but yeah, they are. Love Jeff O'Neill, but goddamn, dude. Yo, thank you, Endless Bin, for renewing your membership. Why the Buffs was called the Sabres and why are the Devils called the Devils? What? I mean, honestly, man, they don't take rocket appliances to answer those questions. My dad loved the Oilers and my mom loved the Flames. So I had to cheer for someone else. Became a Wild fan when Backstrom got me into goaltending. That is awesome. That is awesome. That's crazy that your parents, given the Battle of Alberta was real back then, were able to love each other regardless. That was amazing. 100%. 100%. 100%. And we had little, every now and then we'd have Sportsnet Pacific, but that didn't come around for a long, long time. And even then they snuck in friggin' Leaf stuff. Who's going to win? This series has been so tight. I have no idea. Okay, guys, I'm going to be right back. Literally 4 minutes until puck drop. So I'm going to leave you with a quick ad, and then I'll say, we'll be right back here. I got to drain the main vein. But this is awesome. The more you guys can just keep the chat going between the breaks, the less production I have to do. But I will say you should check out the new Judd's Buds episode and Fellowship of the Rink episode. It was kind of a collab between both of them. Also, Rieger Lorenz joined the show as well. So just a lot of good stuff. I'm going to link it in the chat here. If you're on Facebook, come over to YouTube to grab that link. Then maybe I'll leave you guys with a little bit of Z and Hoppy's thoughts in the second intermission. What's up, Urban? There's no curse. Yaki out the Dallas power play goal, or take out the Dallas power play goals in the Wild sweep. True. But Urban, every time that I've streamed this series so far, they've lost. So I had to ask. Good to see you, by the way. I literally just went over it. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Shout out to our friends at Waggle Golf, and we'll see you in 2 minutes for the second period. Smash that like button, vote in the poll question. We'll be right back.
This interview is brought to you by our friends at Waggle Golf. Waggle Golf believes what you wear on the course should reflect your individuality. Who you are, where you're from, your hobbies, interests, and passions. All the stuff that makes you, well, you. That's why every design is inspired by the desire to create a piece of apparel that strikes a chord when you see it. That makes you say, wow, that was made for me. Because, in a lot of ways, it was. Ready to get your waggle on? Go to getyourwaggleon.com, throw in promo code SP10 at checkout to take 10% off your entire order.
The right way. How much does that rub off on you and the rest of the team?
What's a rub off means?
How much do you learn from that?
Okay. I used to sit in a different spot before all the time, like on the side kind of, and those kind of team decision put me in the middle, and
What's a rub off mean? What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sota Pod YouTube channel. Period number 2 is upon us here in this tie game. That is right. Tie game. Boldy's goal called back for goalie interference. The power play goal was called back for goalie interference. The Minnesota Wild will have, just over 10 seconds remaining on their power play. So one of the Stars players will start in the box. What stadium do you think is the most beautiful? Vegas Golden Knights Stadium or the San Jose Sharks Stadium or the Ducks Stadium? Have you seen the tickets? Season tickets to any of those? I have not gone to any of those alive. Vegas is the newest one. I've heard the Sharks is kind of dinky, but like has some character. And I heard the Ducks one is really nice as well, but it's more just like a multi-purpose stadium, not necessarily like a hockey stadium. But that might have like just for the team, but that might have changed now. My prediction for the final score will be Wild 6 Stars 2. Let's go. All right, puck has dropped, ladies and gentlemen. Period number 2. Let's get back to the commentary. Oh. All right, icing call. Wild unable to capitalize on that. And the Wild iced the puck, so this is going to go all the way back into the Wild zone. Sick. What a way to start the second. Trade him. 1945. Dallas back to the blue line. Dallas top of the circle. Shot. Oh! Volstead bats the puck away with a stick. Bodies in front of the net. Hughes gets it back. Oh my goodness. That was a little scary. Hughes through the neutral zone. What a way to start this second period. X sends it in. And oh, what a hit behind the net. Doesn't even hit the net. And nice job by Eck. Single-handedly separating the puck from his man into the offensive zone. Boldy unable to hold on to it in the corner. Do you think Dallas Stars Stadium is better? I have never been to the Dallas Stars Stadium. I do love the Grand Casino Arena. Bottom concourse, it's a little small, it's a little compact, but it is a hockey arena. Like it is nothing else but a hockey arena. Oh, backhand! Nice save by Ottinger. Follow-up. Beautiful pad save by Ottinger as well, as he made that rebound save too. 1843. Wild within the corner. They send it up over the line. That was a little scary, but now it's 3-on-2 Minnesota. Nice cross ice pass back to the blue line. Shot deflected by the Dallas Stars, but Wild still able to keep it in. Kaprizov with that was a long shot, and Dallas doesn't even hit the net. Dallas is able to get the puck back, and now they come back 3-on-2. Shot and great defensive play, blocked though, and Wild are going to get a change with some freaking limping players. Hottest takes talking about the Stars, or hot takes talking about the Stars. That's so nice of them. Yeah, how cool is that? I'll share that actually. Next intermission. 17:54. Battling in the neutral zone. Stars try to poke this one back up ice, and they do. Nice passing over the Wild blue line. Backhand pass shot. That goes. I don't know if Walsall got a piece of that. I think that just went wide. Dallas able to hold on to it. They send it towards this little bouncing puck here. Goes all the way into the corner. Dallas battling 2-on-2 behind the net. Dallas still with it. Backhands to the blue line. Great play by the Stars. Stars able to shoot it back in, but deflected. Wild with it, and they send it back to the neutral zone. Oh, and this might bounce up and out of play. 17:23. Back and forth, back and forth. Top 3 favorite teams, the Devils and Penguins, Sabres. Honestly, it's hard for me every time Penguins play the Devils, who I'm going to root for because I love them both equally. Guy about the X was on Shark Tank. Oh, are you serious? I'm back with the milk, guys. Yo, let's go. Kaprizov edits. Good to see you. Good to see you. 17-11. Dallas eats a hit, but they're able to send this over the line, and Dallas with a shot. Whew. I'm not sure if Volsa got a piece of that. That went left and wide. Minnesota back through center. Foligno gets knocked down. Hughes at the blue line. Sends it to Faber. Faber with a shot. Blocked. Wild still with it. Hughes unable to hold the line. Hughes being forced. Backhand pass. That was actually a beautiful pass. I thought that was going to get broken off by the Stars, but the Wild aren't able to do anything, and this puck is trickled all the way back down the ice. And we're going to have icing on the Stars. Praying that bull at the Baldy magic continues into game 5. I mean, he got one called back, so he got one called back. Oh, don't tell me the trainer's looking at Brodin right now. Don't tell me that's a trainer looking at Brodin right now. He's been so solid. Uh-oh. He was blocked a shot, Brodin, with his... That's who skated off. I didn't realize it was Brodin who blocked that shot. And he's still in some pain. That's not good. He's playing pretty good. And Eriksson next going to take the call here, battling Heiskanen in front of the bench. I honestly don't really care where the draft is, other than if it's in Minnesota or Vancouver. But I have gone to, because I've lived in both places. I have gone to the draft in Vancouver before. It's been fun. Rebuild and sell. Move them to Winnipeg. Because Winnipeg's going to lose their team again. Move them to Houston. Dallas power play. They scored pretty easily on their first one. Let's see if the Wild's PK can hold off the Stars, and the Wild do send this one down the length of the ice. I still wish we had Parise on the Wild low key. 15:59. Duchesne over the line. Duchesne gets his pocket picked. Dallas unable to recover. Middleton didn't clear, but he does get it around to Faber, who does clear. Oh my God, dude. The puck hit Johansson. Faber cleared it out, and it hit Johansson. Oh my goodness. And that's why they called it. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. Shaw off the toe, bro. Dean, I bet he's back soon. Troy went numb. Okay. Heiskanen to Robertson. Back to Heiskanen. Heiskanen. Pass to Duchesne. Duchesne backhands up the wall. Back to Duchesne. Oh! At the X? God, that's a good question. Honestly, the X has some of the best variety and reasonable price like stadium food. I mean, it's generic, but I love the fucking walk and talk. Oh, Robertson, beautiful job skating around his man. Backhand pass to Johnson. Johnson in front. Unable to poke that one home, and that goes back to the corner. And the Wild are able to poke this one out to center ice, but unable to change. Holy shit. Yo, Dirty Bird. If I don't get your questions right away, it's because we're focusing on this game, buddy. Duchesne, top of the circle. Back to Heiskanen. Heiskanen pass to Robertson, but he did not pull the trigger. Now he's getting pushed into the boards by Boldy, but Johnson gets it. Boldy again takes his puck by Boldy. Single-handedly, man, keeping the Wild from going down in this game. Duchesne shoots. That gets through traffic. And this puck is cleared. Man, finally the Minnesota Wild kill a penalty. And they didn't really get a change. They had the same freaking guys out there, and they still have some tired legs out there. Trying to just backhand this out. All right, I guess they did. They were able to get the guys off. Robertson, though, attacks again, and that pass doesn't go to his man. Hughes leaves it. And the Wild bank this up ahead. Kaprizov now pinching. Kaprizov finishing his check. Nice to see. Nice to see. 13:44. Oh, and a big hit on Zuccarello by Ben, but Zuccarello with speed comes up the wall. Unable to get that puck back, but Hughes with it. Holds at the line to Faber. Faber tries to get a shot off. I don't know who that hit, but they said it was off the shoulder of Hartman. Man, these pucks are just hitting these Wild players left, right, and center. Ooh, nice job getting over the line. And ref's going to call offside. Who's my favorite player on the Buffalo Sabres? And what is my favorite player on the Pittsburgh Penguins? And if you had to choose a team you like better, what would you say? I don't really care. But to be honest, I don't really. There's neither of them that I like better. I maybe Buffalo because I've cheered against the Penguins more because I just loved the Capitals for like the last 20 years. I would say on the Sabres, my favorite players, probably Rasmus Dahlin. I love Josh Doan's story. Bowen Byram's a BC boy. Peyton Krebs was a like WHL stud. Like there's so many sick fucking players on their team, man. There's so many sick players on their team. But those are probably the standout guys. Has Luke Schenn played a single playoff game yet? Because if so, throw Luke Schenn in there too. And for the Penguins, I mean, like Sidney Crosby and Malkin will always be, legends. All right, let me find this Twitter clip. Shout out to our friends at 10K Takes, who I think are also streaming right now. So go throw them a like. I'm pretty sure they shared. I think they shared a clip of going and like seeing it. I'm looking for it right now, but they post a lot, so I'm scrolling. Tag me in if you find it quicker, but I will set it up in a little bit, regardless. We are in a TV timeout, by the way, right now, guys. Oh yeah, I always forget the American broadcasts. They always interview like the players and coaches like while the game is like going on. Somebody's streaming it from their account. 13:04. Robertson just yapping away here as the game's going on. Get him off the mic there, bud. 12:54. Back to actual coverage here. .41 in the Dallas zone, left wall. And Dallas come away with it through center. Shots 13 for the Wild, 7 for the Stars. Still low scoring chances. And just like this, just like games at 2, 3, and 4. No. 12-16. Oh, nice pass to the slot shot and beautiful save by Ottinger. I mean, he saw this one the whole time, but and some pushing and shoving here at the net. I mean, I lived in the States long enough where I'm like, fuck, I should just be used to it by now. But I've been watching so much of the Sportsnet feed these playoffs that I I keep forgetting. Man, is it just me? Or have like the ship sailed on this Dallas Stars like logo and style? Yeah, I'm not a Dallas Stars fan, but like if I was, I honestly just like their green and just the D star. It's simple. It's nothing great, but it's simple, and I like that a little bit more, to be honest. And the green I like a little bit more, but I digress. Puck is dropped. Dallas Stars with it up the right wall. They send it behind the net. Oh, big hit. Oh my God. Who is that on? Jeez, big hit by the Stars. Wild with the puck. Try to sneak it. Right side of the net. Unable to hold on to it. And the puck's going to trickle all the way back down the length of the ice. Hughes sends it up. And it was able to be tipped in. Forced Ottinger to actually play it behind the net. With speed, comes in behind the net. Foligno cycles to Brink behind the net. 2-on-1, and Brink wasn't able to retrieve, but puck is able to stay in the Dallas zone. And we're going to have a penalty here. On the penalty? Oh no, this puck just went up and out of play. Ref was waving his arm for something here, but I think this puck just went up and out of play, so we have a face-off. Yeah, face-off. Ref was like, I was like, dude, what? I thought it was slashing. I was like, who slashed? But we'll take it. 11-12. Dallas wins the face-off. Up through center, they are able to gain the Wild zone, or at least get the puck into the zone, drop back to the blue line. Great defensive play by Minnesota, and hit. Zuccarello in the corner. 2-on-1, but doing a good job protecting it until he got his pocket picked, but then gets it back. Bobby Brink taking notes. Man, bad in the dot tonight. Turn it around, boys. Yeah, I didn't even say that. 18 face-off wins to 8. Right now in favor of the Minnesota Wild, but losing the key ones for sure. Shot for the Stars, and that great rebound. Opportunity, Johnson, backhand, and unable to get that one on net. Pulls it backhand and sends that one wide. And the Wild are able to poke this one down the length of the ice. Not enough for icing as Ottinger's forced to play to the top of the circle. Good to see you, Thomas. 10-10, halfway through the second period. And offside for the Wild. Oh, power play. Shit, I thought they were offside. Interference on the big boy, Tyler Myers. All right, the Wild weren't able to capitalize on their power play. Surprise, surprise. And yeah, Tyler Myers interferes on Boldy. I mean, honestly, it's kind of a soft call, but like I said, we'll take it here in Minnesota. Oh, man. All right, the big boy, Tyler Myers, who has been a great acquisition for the Dallas Stars. little dirty, but great acquisitions. He's in the box right now. Oh my God, we won the draw. Kaprizov with it. To Boldy, to Kaprizov. Hughes to Kaprizov. Back to Boldy. Back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov shot. Rebound available. Trying to bat it home was Kaprizov. He can't, or sorry, was Zuccarello. He can't. Goes back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov sends a Boldy. Boldy with a shot. That bounces all the way. The other side to Hughes. Hughes, top of the circle. Hughes. Now in the corner, behind the net to Zuccarello. Boldy. To Zuccarello, who is up at the goal line. Back to Boldy. To Kaprizov. To Hughes, who's in the corner. To Eriksson Ek, one-timer, and there's a save by Ottinger, and Dallas able to get that rebound to send this all the way down the length of the ice. Man, Zuccarello, he makes such a difference. It's absolutely insane. I think Myers has missed only like 10 games his whole NHL career. I remember, speaking of the Buffalo Sabres, I remember when he was a rookie for the Sabres, he won the Calder. Man, what a season. I think it was like 40 or 50 points he got. Zuccarello with it. Back to Eriksson Ek. Eriksson Ek with the one-timer, and Ottinger with the glove save. The thing is, Ottinger's seeing every shot. It's like the third or fourth one-timer from that spot for Ek this game. He had like one or two in the first period as well. And there's just no one in front of Ottinger, so he's just been able to make that glove save every single time. This is the best the power play has friggin' looked since game one, ladies and gentlemen, for the Minnesota Wild. Oh, man. 50 seconds remaining. He's still good. Wild win the faceoff. Faber to Bobby Brink. Bobby Brink back to Faber. Faber to Tarasenko. Shot! Rebound in front. Tarasenko gets it back. Fakes the shot to hold on to it. Tarasenko to Faber. Off. That was kind of an off pass. Tarasenko thought he was going to go up a little bit more. If they don't get more movement during the power play, they won't score. Johansson. To Hartman. Hartman sends it around to Tarasenko. Tarasenko. Back to Brink. 14 seconds. Oh, man. Brink's not having a good game, man. He gets his pocket picked, and this puck gets sent down the length of the ice. That second unit definitely looks like the power play has been looking all playoffs up to this point. Yeah, it looked bad. It looked bad. And Dallas Stars, they kill another one at full strength. 8 minutes. Some chances for that first unit. Oh, big hit by the Dallas Stars in the corner. That fourth line for the Wild is out. They tried to hold the puck at center, but lose it. And here come the Dallas Stars. Blue line. Stars trying to set up. Nice backhand pass to the right wall. Stars enter. Tried to get a rebound in front, but that bounces off their man's skate, and the Wild pounce on it. Spurgeon to Trenyon, backhand pass. A little sloppy, and the Stars are able to keep the zone, but the Wild get it back. Marcus Foligno enters the zone off the wall. Turnovers are brutal. Yeah, Brink has not had a good game so far, guys. 7-13. And Duchesne with a nice defensive move. I will say it's been back and forth, pocket picking defensive plays from both teams. But again, Wild with more chances on paper now. They got to capitalize here soon. I have to stop streaming at 12:30 p.m. Or sorry, 12:30 a.m. I don't care how many overtimes this goes, ladies and gentlemen. So I got another show to cover on a different channel. 6:42. And Quinn Hughes, speaking of getting pockets picked, Quinn Hughes behind the net picks his man's pocket. Over the line to Kaprizov. Kaprizov behind the net. Kaprizov being checked by Heiskanen. And is able to backhand it back to Middleton at center. And Middleton sends us back in. Ek trying to forecheck. Oh, no call? Dallas was tripped there. No call in the Wild. That was a gift. That was a gift. Woo. Dallas with it at the line. He is lucky. Shot by Dallas doesn't get through traffic. I can get plus money for over second period right now. Do you think it's... I don't even know what that means. 4:45. And a hand pass is going to stop. I get plus money for over half goal second period right now. Also, just a goal in the second period. Goals have been tough to come by this game. And there's not a lot of shots going to the net. Very low. I mean, the Wild have 19 shots to 8 right now, but like honestly, it could be 8 to 8 and the game would look the same. Rantanen goes down like a girl on prom night. Too easy. In fairness, Quinn Hughes goes down pretty easy as well. I'm just like I'm not surprised there's plus money on. I think there's we're going to TV timeout, by the way. I think we got 7 minutes left. Is that right? Because like there was a goal that was scored with 11 seconds left in the first period and it got called back. That's the type of game that this has been. That's the type of game this has been. But yeah, TV timeout, guys. Again, big shout out to everybody hanging out here. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to smash that like button. Sis, are you staying up for one championship at all? Or are you busy tomorrow? It is it is gonna be a crazy week. I'm doing so much sports coverage this week. Doing Wild coverage all week. Some MMA coverage tonight, tomorrow, probably not Thursday. Oh, and then my sleep schedule is going to be absolutely destroyed on the weekend because I think I'm skipping UFC to do Inoue's boxing and that Black Combat World Cup. I don't think the Americans are fighting this weekend. I think it's Korea's B team against... God, I forget who it is. I don't know. Like against like Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan and all the stands and Kyrgyzstan. They're gonna get smoked. Finally got F1 back this weekend. Let's go. I have some friends who are huge F1 fans. One of our producers on this channel, Mateo, he's a huge F1 fan. We lean down too early, sometimes called 4-on-4 for this kind of contact. 5:46, and we're back from TV timeout. Again, if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter, come over to our YouTube channel. This is the channel that we are growing, ladies and gentlemen. 5:33. Through center, Dallas, drop pass, but to a bunch of Wild players there defending, and the Wild get that puck back. Quinn Hughes up the right side, or sends it up the right side. Kaprizov back to the blue line. Able to hold was Faber. Faber now into the corner. Faber to Ek, who tried to set up another one-timer. He was checked, and Johansson with the puck in the neutral zone dumps this back in. Again, big shout out to Endless Bane who re-upped his membership again. You're the fucking man.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
Wild. Through center. A bad pass to Middleton. But the Wild gain the zone, or get the offensive zone time regardless, and they get their pocket picked, and here come the Dallas Stars through center. Dallas now unable to hold the puck in the corner. Kaprizov. Good poke check there, but Myers gets the puck back. Myers with a clapper and a great save by Volstat. Man, if we lose Brodin and have to use Petrie. I mean, I think it would suck to lose Brodin. Petrie, he ain't bad as a depth guy. I understand why they're still putting Bogosian in, but I didn't hate Petrie, with his little sample size down the stretch. Like, he's old. We know what he is, but I didn't think he was... I mean, he wasn't great. He's far from what he was, but as a depth guy that you got to use in a pinch to not really even eat up many minutes, because, shoot, man, other than penalty kill, Middleton hasn't even had a lot of minutes. He's just made good of his minutes. Brodin left, Hunt next. See, there you go. I'd rather Hunt as well. There you go. I do know Petrie skated with the team and skated in warmups as well. Oh, that sucks. Oh, Sean. I thought it was just his toe, but that was that block shot to the foot, man. That's a big loss. As he's had a tremendous start to the series. him and Spurgeon have played. I mean, when they're healthy and top of their game, they're an incredible pairing, and we've seen it. I get Brody and Spurgeon mixed up hand-wise. That's right. Thanks for pointing that out. All right, 4:20. Smoke him if you got him. All right, it's 4:29 on the clock. See, that's the thing. Johansson, man, he moved to try to get that rebound shot, but at this point, you got to screen him. We did him for the Oilers if we ever play each other. Yes, but like I don't think the Wild are going to be meeting the Oilers if they get past the Dallas Stars, mostly just because I don't think the Oilers are going to go far. McGee's playing, but yeah, that is true. He is the McDavid shutdown man, and it's a beautiful thing to see. All right, face off, and Dallas wins this one. Blue line. Myers hands it off. Shot in the pile here, digging for it. Volstead down. And the Wild actually come away with it, but the refs blow this dead. Even the Stars, even the Stars don't like this whistle, as they were even contesting it. Good sprawl by Volstead. Still at 4:20. Oh, man. So Dallas Stars lost R2 Hero with a lower body injury as well. So each team has lost a defensive defenseman, a primarily defensive defenseman. You guys been playing both guys playing more of a defensive role right now, this series. All right. Face off right in front of the Wild bench. And Dallas wins it here. They've won the last few, man. Dallas gets this puck into the corner. Tangled up, but Dallas had it at the blue line. They sent it back in, able to hold it behind the net. Being checked here. There we go. That's what McCarron was brought in for. McCarron has to separate his man from the puck and literally just fucking ransacks him, dude. What a shit by McCarron. Now he gets taken down, but... Oh, and McCarron lost his helmet. And he skates back to the bench. And Dallas tried to poke this one in front of Volstead, but this goes wide into the corner, and the Wild are able to get this puck back. Dude, let's go, McCarron, dude. That's why they got him. Trenyon in the corner. And Dallas gets it back. Both teams are going to finish their change as Dallas breaks out here. Oh, great forecheck by Foligno. Poke check to break up this play. 3:04. Great job by Quinn Hughes getting that puck back at the blue line and sending this back in. Favor ends up holding the line on the other side. Bring Timoti's out of game 6 for sure. Probably. I imagine Yurov will be back in. Get that Russian line going again. We'll see. If he gets like a game winner, then everything changes, right? McCarron's helmet's still out there, by the way. Dallas gets it back. Duchesne's had a hell of a fucking series so far too, man. Great job getting into his man as they skate all the way into the Wild zone, but puck goes behind Volstead. He's able to play it. Wild come through center. Quinn Hughes with speed. Hughes tries to set his man up in center. Unable to get that puck to Ottinger. Puck back behind the net. Dallas breaks it up. Boldy tried to keep this one in, and he's unable to do so. Dallas, they dump it in. Good forecheck by Dallas. Volstead actually calmed this down, which was good. Gave time for the defenseman to reset, but Rantanen with a shot through, and Volstead actually forced to make the save. 1:45. Dallas behind the net. Dallas. Blue line. Left side. Oh, bad pass at the skate of the Stars defenseman. And Johansson with speed actually forced this play back into the Dallas zone. The ref actually got caught up in that sandwich. Dallas able to get it back into the neutral zone. 1:23. Minnesota, good defensive play there. Whistle blown. We have a 2-minute. And we have a too many men penalty here. Was this on the Dallas Stars? There was a bunch of bodies that collided in front of the benches. Whistle called. Oh no, it's on. Wait, who's serving this? And here we go. Okay, it is Dallas. It is Dallas. You scared me. You scared me, Thomas. That's what I was going to say. I was like, Thomas, I'm like pretty sure it's for Dallas here. What's up, Corby? Good to see you. And just like at the end of period number 1, late power play here for the Minnesota Wild. I have no idea. Maybe the puck bounced up into the benches. All right. 1 minute and 18 seconds remaining in the period. 2 minutes on the power play. So the Wild will start the second period on the power play with a lot more time than 10 seconds. And the Wild win it, but Dallas able to send it behind their net. But Boldy able to retrieve it. Zuccarello to Eriksson Ek. He's heavily defended. Zuccarello gets it back around, all the way around to Kaprizov. Kaprizov to Hughes. Hughes able to keep it in to Zuccarello. Zuccarello passes it, but Ek was tangled up. Hughes, great job batting it back to Zuccarello, who gets it to Hughes, he gets it to Ek, who bats it in front. Boldy ends up getting the rebound. Kaprizov shot to Boldy, backdoor. Boldy tries to bat it in. Defended. Kaprizov back to Boldy behind the net. Boldy sends it to Hughes. Hughes back to Boldy. Boldy scores! Matt freaking Boldy. I'm sorry, sis. I'm sorry. Boldy couldn't get one at the end of the first, so he decides to get one at the end of the second. That one counts. Boldy. Let's go. There we go. I feel bad. I told Sis not to take that bet. But you know what? In fairness, it's been a low-scoring game. And it's not like the Wild had momentum when he asked me. Yeah, not if we score. That is true. Thank you for commenting that. Thank you for commenting that. All right. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The textbook Boldy bear hug. Dude. 31 seconds remaining in the second period here. Face off at center ice. I'm starting to wonder why the Wild gave the bag to 97 and not Boldy. Well, because Boldy wasn't proven yet. And well, so you would rather have, so wait, so you were telling me that you were upset with the contract that the Wild have right now with Boldy. I kind of understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, that's crazy that you want him to be paid as much as Kaprizov and thus be closer to the cap. And oh, shot from the blue line. Tried to be tipped in by the captain himself, and Odger forced to make a save. Assist Hughes and Kaprizov. And that will do it for the end of the second. Remember, Billy had to have a sit down with Boldy. We didn't know what he was yet. Yeah, he is the best contract that a team could dream for in the National Hockey League. Oh man, it was so close. Ottinger couldn't glove it. He tried batting it away and unable to put it home was Hartman. Oh shit, what a glove save. Hartman couldn't bring it up high enough. Wait, one more faceoff? No way. No, ESPN says it's end of the second, but ESPN 1 second, 1.4 seconds. Never mind. 1.4 seconds. 1.4 seconds. I remember one time watching Montreal, and I think it was Florida. I saw PK Subban score a fucking clapper with 1.4 seconds. Just saying. Just saying. Had to call back the goalies. Some of the Dallas Stars are in the locker room right now. This is hilarious. Oh my goodness, this is unbelievable. Paging Dallas Stars. Even Glenn Gullickson was not on the bench. He's like, oh yeah, you know. That's hilarious. Hopefully this rattles them. Hughes is good at being captain casual, but he makes my butt pucker on some of his blue line moves. Yeah, but like 90% of the times they work. Ben was probably in the locker room putting on baby oil already. Come back out, folks. And the Dallas Stars win the faceoff, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, what a period. What a game. The Minnesota Wild lead 2-1 going into period number 3. 25 shots to 11. Say what you want about the Wild special teams. And I will say that they're god-awful. Overall, god-awful in this playoff series. And honestly, they weren't very consistent throughout the regular season. But this game has been another tight-checking, defensive, back-and-forth, battle in the neutral zone, gain the zone, lose the puck, pocket picking, poke checks, and good goaltending. This is unlike game 2, 3, and 4, ladies and gentlemen, the way that these teams are matched up and playing against each other. Except in this one, Zuccarello is making all the difference on the offensive chances, and that is the reason why they lead in these scoring opportunities. Yes. 25 shots to the Wild, 11 for the Dallas Stars. And Dallas and the Wild have each scored on their power play. Dallas Stars 1 for 2, Wild 1 for 3, one called back, obviously. Hits 20-14 for the Dallas Stars. I should have looked at the hits around the halfway point of the second period, because at that point I really was convinced that the Wild Stars were just bullying the Wild, and we're probably up. We're just probably up. I imagine they were up, but the Wild coming back, throwing the body around, especially McCarron there, the second half of the third period. Faceoffs 22-13 for the Stars. It just feels like some of the faceoffs of the Wild losing are like the louder, more important ones. But stats wise, a lot better this second period. Obviously coming away with the goal, but just even if they didn't score, it was a lot better of a period than the first. The Dallas Stars didn't just control play, control zone time as much as they did. And yeah, this is a fucking back and forth game, ladies and gentlemen. The one thing that does suck is Brodin did block a shot. And he is out. He is out. He went down into the dressing room. Let's see if he can come back out. If he does come back out for the third. But yeah, we don't really have any news until we see. Please tell me why. I don't know if I'm not the coach. Please tell me why the Wild refuse to make clean, simple plays in their defensive zone. They have turned the puck over at least 6 times at the blue line, giving Dallas too much ozone time. Fair. The Dallas Stars are doing the exact same thing. The Dallas Stars are coughing up the puck in the exact same way, which makes this game so fun. It's like it is a back and forth. Like it almost seems like it's sloppy defensive play, but it's just like both these teams have just been so aggressive and so good at the blue line. They like 5-on-5 has been just some excellent hockey. They just need to move more on the power play to open the lanes instead of passing on the perimeter and getting a guy in front of Ottinger. Have you noticed that all of X's best one-timers, Ottinger staring at him, knows exactly what the play is going to be, and there's a full lane, no one in front of him. Of the power plays now working, yeah, we gave it right back to them. They couldn't clear, and we scored. Zuccarello's definitely making the power play and offense look a lot less stressed out there. 5-on-5 Dallas can't play with us. Been saying it for weeks. Well, they've been pretty good 5-on-5 this game. Jesus is in warm-ups. Oilers not just giving up. Hey, shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. I mean, him and Draisaitl have played through some gnarly injuries these last 3 years, man. These last 3 years, it's been wild. Ice time, no surprise, ladies and gentlemen. 14 minutes for Kaprizov, 12 for Zuccarello, 13 for Boldy. Eriksson Ek with just under 13. And Ryan Hartman, actually, other than that last opportunity, he's been relatively quiet for playing 12 minutes. Love the fourth line. Trennan hasn't been super loud by any means, but on that third line, but the fourth line has been great so far. And McCarron on the third line actually has been good. No shots or anything like that, but has just been solid defensively. I'd say this game has been the only game where Middleton hasn't been just lights out. I've been very impressed with his play in every other game. And yeah, the defense has been fine. No surprise. Quinn Hughes fucking almost 20 minutes already, dude. Almost 20 minutes. They have him like double shifting out there because literally, well, I guess maybe now. Faber's 15. And he's obviously had more power play time too, but still. I have seen him out there with just like randomly with I think it was Spurgeon for a little bit, but I think he was just caught out there for a bit. Yeah, Brodin is out. Midzi has been really good. Block side on Otter. That's the only thing they need to tell the boys in the locker room. Kaprizov tied for the first in points with Lacombe at the moment. Hey, shout out to Lacombe, Minnesota boy. Jackson Lacombe. I met him this summer and we didn't have time to sit down and do like the Gopher event preview content podcast. Call it whatever you want. Content piece interview. That's the word I'm looking for. Interview. But he did join Fellowship of the Rink and it was awesome. And I think he's going to come back probably in the summer again or at that Gophers event this summer. So we'll definitely get an interview for you guys of him on the channel again here soon. All right. I'm going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys. Like, keep the comments coming, by the way. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to grab some more water here. On the other side, we'll be back for more play-by-play commentary, updates on this third period. Hey, thank you, Speedy. Appreciate you. But little humble plug for some content that we just posted on the channel today. Hoppy was podcasting all night and then editing video for you guys all night as well, as we got a early Fellowship of the Rink and Judd's Buds episode and 2 videos here on the channel talking about, well, this game leading up to the game, a little preview, as well as Hoppy and Z, who weren't able to talk about game 2 and 3 yet on the podcast. Talked a little bit about that and more. The video is way longer than this break is going to be, so if you guys do want to check it out, full video is here, and obviously the podcast is wherever you guys get your podcasts and or the YouTube channel. I always wish that you could bring in one of the reserves for injuries during playoffs. I know. But that's what makes the Stanley Cup playoffs so freaking tough. I mean, Dallas lost a skater as well. One sec. I want to say it was that Finn. Hold on. What's his name? His name is escaping me right now. Atu Hiri. Sorry, not defenseman, right winger. Atu Hiri, who's been playing a pretty good defensive game for them. He went down the locker room as well, and they said that he was out. Hey, shout out to the boys. It was great. All right, quick break. Back on the other side for third period action. Let's hope the Wild just close this thing out and we don't have to stay up all night for overtime, because I'm staying up all night to watch Muay Thai anyways. Back on the other side. Check out the full video in the chat. If you guys are watching on Facebook or Twitter, come over to our YouTube channel, join our chat here. We're building up this channel, and we'll continue to cover every single Wild series, and we'll knock on wood the Wild get past the Dallas Stars. If if they do get knocked out at any point, we will be covering more Stanley Cup playoff games as well. But anyways, enough yapping. Back on the other side for more coverage here. We're going to leave you with this latest segment of Judd's Buds.
Deals in a series is what makes it a great series. Like, you got to have the ups and the downs. But I think the craziest thing for me is, at least on paper, and some of it's definitely there visually too, but just the 5-on-5 dominance for the Wild. Like, end of sentence. The Stars have 11 goals in this series. 8 are on the power play. 3 are at even strength. Can we please just stay out of the penalty box a slight bit more? Marcus Foligno stands up. No!
Yeah. Yeah, again, I feel like just overall picture, again, 4 great games other than game 1, which was great for us, obviously, on this show. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. You look at like the numbers, and it more so paints a picture of like Jesper Wallstedt, 2 goalies who have been incredible in this series, some ridiculous saves from both goaltenders, and Wallstedt's still like on top as far as just like you look at like the numbers and some of the big time clutch saves. Obviously didn't have that game 1 to go, but like hell of a performance from both goaltenders, and you still feel like Jesper Wallstedt's still to a certain, like, at least marginally outdueling him. I mean, never going to pin it on either guy here, obviously, because it's been so close. But that's been very impressive from both goalies. I mean, some of the saves fucking Ottinger was making in game 4 in overtime, I was like, oh, okay, so that's how this is going to go. It was just like that, especially like the one on like Eric Sedek where he saves it with a skate twice, and then the one with Boldy's got a chance on that like spin around. I was like, okay, so nothing's going to beat him, and then just a perfectly placed shot from Spurgeon that Boldy tips in. But the play has been, when you look like the numbers, is fairly even. Like, I think the Wild are narrowly outshooting them at 5-on-5. Like, the expected goals are pretty like right down. I think it's like 50-point-something% for Minnesota. They've had fewer scoring chances, but I think for the most part, at 5-5 at least, they've been keeping them to the outside. And like a lot of where Dallas does their damage at 5-on-5 in the regular season has been like in the inner slot and just like down low. And I think for the most part, the Wild have done a good job keeping them to the outside, obviously. But yeah, I was worried that we were starting to see some of that 2023 Marcus Foligno playoff where he's just like losing his mind, taking really bad penalties. And he stepped up big time in game 4. I was getting like a little bit frustrated with like the bottom 6 minus McCarron. Actually, he's been really fucking awesome this series. But I mean, Marcus Foligno makes a bunch of really nice defensive plays, obviously really good on the forecheck for the most part, staying out of the box other than like that one game, maybe 2. And obviously scores that huge goal in game 4 here. But I thought that was big for him because I was worried that we were starting to see the 2023 version of Marcus Foligno come backwards. Like, I think we have to start thinking about how often we can even throw off the boards because he is known to pop a stop, obviously. But yeah, if it does feel like if they can keep, I wouldn't go as far as say, like I know Foligno said they can't hang with this 5-on-5. I wouldn't go that far, but I mean, as far as the scoring goes, the actual production, like that backs that up. But I think a lot of it is Wallstedt's been really good. And I mean, some of the chances that Dallas is missing on, like there was one, God, it went through the crease. I think it was Faxa in game 4 who somehow still missed. But he was behind Wallstedt in the crease and still sent it wide. But I mean, the series has been nails, but yeah, if you look at their scoring and where they're doing their damage, like it does feel like Minnesota just needs to be better at staying out of the box. And like some of the penalties they've been taking have just been brutal, like backbreakers. And then it feels like no matter what happens, every single, like that first goddamn faceoff on that power play, it feels like Minnesota cannot win it. And that's where Dallas does a lot of their damage too. You look at like even just going throughout the whole regular season, so many of those power play goals come the first like 15 seconds of their power play because they win the faceoff and just get it to the net. So that's the other thing too.
Well, and with one thing you brought up there, I hate to, we're going to take a quick detour from this series. Has Jesper Wallstedt's play made it easier or more difficult for us to acquire a 1C this summer? And by that, I mean, is he off the table?
Well, I don't think you're ever going to say he's off the table because, I mean, you just look at, obviously,
I think some fans would say that. I'm with you, but
right. The thing, yeah, I think the question you have there is like, okay, let's say one of the goaltenders is on the table to be moved for like a 1C. I forget what the protections are on Gustafson's, but like you've obviously got Wallstedt has one more year at 2.1, and right now he's not playing like a $2.1 million goaltender, and he's your star in the playoffs right now. He's giving you no reason to take him out. That obviously changes the math there. And if it was the other way, like I don't know what other team would feel about the Gustafson's part. So I don't know. It's all right. I mean, it's the thing too. You have a decision to make here because I mean I don't think you're going to be paying both goaltenders $6 million or $7 million or $8 million. But we'll see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. So back to the series then. Game 5. We're down to a 3-game series now. Like, what stands out? What's the headline going in for both teams? Like, what? Let's start with Dallas. What does Dallas need to do to win this game?
Well, I mean, I would imagine they're probably sitting there saying, "Let's start converting here at 5-on-5." Like again, like they've scored almost all their goals on the power play. It's not like they haven't had really good fucking chances, and some of them they just missed. I would imagine them figuring out that like the bottom pair there, and obviously now that Lundqvist is going to be out for game 5, I think that's what they said. That was scary. Jesus Christ. That's huge because you look at some of the goals and even some of the chances that Minnesota has created, it's been from like getting into that forecheck and just like specifically attacking Tyler Myers. He's coughed up the puck several times. So I would imagine with less time they could spend with those defensemen on the puck that's not named like Miro Heiskanen. I mean, I think at some point there in game 4, you saw them splitting up Lindell and Heiskanen too. So we'll see what that decor looks like, but I would imagine the less time they have the puck on their defenseman stick, the better for them. And just keep going with that transition game because when it does work, they can expose Minnesota. But Minnesota's, I thought, done a fairly good job here in the neutral zone. And again, like when they're connected on that forecheck, they're turning pucks over and creating chances. So that would obviously be one. And I mean, they're just praying that gives some of those guys get more healthy as the season or as the games go here. But I mean, they're down that Lundqvist, and I thought he was really good in the first few games.
Okay. Aside from health, what's the deal for the Wild?
Obviously, like we said, staying out of the penalty box. And I do think they're going to have a really big decision to make, regardless of if both Zuccarello and Trent are back in. I think they have some decisions to make in that bottom 6. And again, like even if they're both back in, I still want Bobby Brick in that lineup. I thought he was really good in the games that he's played. Fans
hate him. I'm shocked at what has occurred. There are so many people dogging and shitting on Bobby Brink, and I don't get it at all.
Yeah, I haven't seen those. And that's what I was going to bring up next.
Lot.
Thomas says
this
here too.
This interview is brought to you by our friends at Waggle Golf. Waggle Golf believes what you wear on the course should reflect your individuality, who you are, where you're from, your hobbies, interests, and passions. All the stuff that makes you, well, you. That's why every design is inspired by the desire to create a piece of apparel that strikes a chord when you see it, that makes you say, wow, that was made for me. Because in a lot of ways, it was. Ready to get your Waggle on? Go to getyourwaggleon.com, throw in promo code SP10 at checkout to take 10% off your entire order.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Sota Pod YouTube channel for the third period of Game 5, Minnesota Wild versus Dallas Stars. The Wild lead 2-1. Boldy scoring his first goal of the game. He had one called back earlier at the end of the first period on a power play. He ends up scoring on a power play at the end of the second period to put the Wild up 2-1. Zuccarello, man, scoring the first one of the game, assisted by you-know-who, his boy, Kirill Kaprizov, who has a big smile on his face. And the power play for the Wild looking pretty good here tonight. Offensively, they're looking back in business now that Zuccarello is with his boy. Defensively, both of these teams have been super good. They've been each playing very tough, physical. And like I've been saying all night, puck is dropped, by the way, third period. Like I've been saying all night, no different than games 2, 3, and 4, the intensity and back and forth defensive play by both of these teams. A Wild with a one-timer at the blue line. That goes wide. They are able to hold the line. Let's go. The show wrapped up and sent back up. Yo, what's up, 28? It's inspired by the desire. Yo, shout to Waggle Golf. I'm wearing my Makayev Waggle Golf hat right now. Quinn Hughes dumps this one in. This just goes right in front of the net, and Tyler Myers is able to slow that and control that puck down up the right wall. Dallas coming in. Dallas, the soft shot, rebound. Wild are able to get it back, but unable to get it out. Is that puck still bouncing? Okay, they do get it out, and with some speed, Wild with it. Hartman being pushed to the outside. Gets it back, though, unable to get a shot off, and he loses it behind the net. Wild are going to change. Dallas dumps it in. Volstedt tried to calm it down behind the net. Dallas within the corner. Yo, Chris Cushman, good to see you. Dude, this game has been just as crazy as the last 3 in this series. How you doing, buddy? You staying up for one? Are you able to stay up with work this week? Rantanen got that taken away by Trenyon. Trenyon doing a good job taking it in behind the net. Gets pushed and loses it. Minnesota Wild get it back at center. Back to the defense. Defense going to send it up. Sabres and Bruin game is going to overtime 1-1. Let's go Sabres. 17:57. Dallas holding the zone, physical, body's going down. Stars, a Wild, 2-on-2 in the corner, trying to dig this up. Faber battling. And that was not a trip. That was a little flail by a Stars player, but Haskins still has it. Faber picks his pocket. Faber with it. Gets it to Tarasenko in the neutral zone. Tarasenko able to hold it, not without some reinforcements. And this puck's going to trickle down into the Dallas zone, and the Wild are going to change. Had a 14-hour shift today. Work tomorrow at 8 a.m. So I'm going to watch some of the card. I'll probably miss the main card. Oh, yeah. Fair enough, dude. That's a long-ass day. And to get up that early. I was glad it started earlier than I thought it would, but it's still super late. Dude, this game's been awesome. This game has been great. 16:54. It's gone by like that, too. It feels like we started like 10 minutes ago. Dallas. And goals are hard to come by, man. Johnson for the Stars. But getting it back is Spurgeon. Spurgeon sends it around. Great stretch pass by the Wild, but taken back by the Stars. Still with it is Harley for the Stars. He goes all the way into the corner, tried to set up someone in the slot, and ends up going to the blue line. Back behind the net. Wild lose it, but great defensive play as the Wild get this puck back. I mean, Eriksson Ek, man. Kaprizov handles it here. That was a bouncing puck. Back to Kaprizov. Zuccarello. And this is going to be returned back over the line. Dallas with it. Kaprizov and Zuccarello do pressure the Dallas defenseman, and puck right back to the Wild defenseman. Back to Kaprizov, who comes over the line. Shot. That's going to go over the net. And puck back to center. Here come the Dallas Stars. Back and forth, back and forth. This puck around the stick of Quinn Hughes. He has it. He sends it up the right wall. Good steal by Robertson, and Robertson comes up the right. Tarasenko with a good defensive play, and he pushes this back to center. Dallas Stars get the puck back, and they're going to dump it in. Faber backhand. Hughes sends it around the boards. Oh, doesn't send it around the boards, actually. That ricochets back right, and Dallas gets it back. Dallas tried to get a backhand shot on net, but great job filling in that slot for the Wild. And Wild come in 2-on-2, but couldn't take that cross-ice pass was Foligno. And puck going to trickle all the way back down the length of the ice. And Middleton, good defensive play. Middleton holding on to his man in the corner. Dallas Stars come in for reinforcements, but Middleton did his job. Stars on the wall. Dallas Stars crowd going crazy right here. I can't even hear I have the commentary so low, obviously, but like I can't even hear what the commentary is saying because the Stars fans are yelling so loud. Stars hold the line, hold the zone behind the net. They do have it in the corner. Drop behind the net. Stars still with it. Pressure by the Wild. Whips one towards the net. Does that get through traffic? No, it does not. And Minnesota gets it back. Great job defending. Puck forced down the length of the ice. One Wild pinching. That's a good job by McCarron again in this fourth line. Faber gets a puck back shot that ricochets off a skate of a Dallas Star, and they come through the neutral zone. Mikko Rantanen fanned on a wrist shot or pass. Sell the team. 13:47. To Hughes up the left side. Hughes shot, and that goes a long shot right into the glove of Ottinger. That may have been the easiest save of the night. And we're going to a TV timeout. Holy fuck, Nick Foligno. Dude, Nick Foligno, Marcus Foligno on that fourth line and McCarron on the third line are just throwing the body around. It is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. All right, TV timeout here, ladies and gentlemen. My God. A little wary start to the period, but the Wild are pretty locked in, as Hot Takes says right now. Tarasenko's 91. Are you talking about the Stars? Yeah, it doesn't look like Brodin even took the ice for like a little skate or anything. Yeah, Tarasenko's 91. And 10's Bobby Brink. That's for the Wild. And for the Stars... You think I know the Stars. Oscar Back is 10. They don't have a 91. I didn't think they did. Bobby Brink. Yeah, and he's been losing battles as well. I mean, he blocked a shot in the playoffs. Would you rather him not want to block the shot, Cameron? 91 can do some stationary moves, but he can't skate. Yeah, and that's like the father time has caught up with him because he was never like an incredible skater. Anyways, he kind of had like north-south speed in his prime, but he's been playing fine this series. Imagine complaining about Brodin blocking a shot, man. Alain Nazardine. I keep forgetting he's on the bench. 13:38. And the Stars dump this one in. No complaints. Just can't catch a break. See what I did there. That was good.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
3:21. I hope nothing's broken though. Close my workplace faster than I drink beer so I can watch this. 13:19. I mean, certainly not where he is right now. I mean, this just hasn't been clicking. I want to see the Russian line back in the next game. But I mean, if they win, the Wild are probably going to keep the same lineup. You got some Wild takes, but not Brod's blocking the shot. I'm just doing puns here. Come on. That last one was good. Marcus must have popped a few Xanax. He seems mellow out a bit. Yeah, but Nick and McCarron have been seeing a little red out there. Zuccarello too still has the crazy eyes. He's getting right into the scrums. They macro-dosed him. Or macro-dosed him, sorry. Jesus. I read that like I'm freaking macro-dosed right now. 13-12 in this third period. And the Dallas Stars just had their first shot since the second period. That's insane. So this has been the longest stretch where the Wild have either controlled play and have gotten more offense. And I mean, it's a reflection in the shots too. Not that all these Wild shots have been high danger shots. Nice turnover there for the Wild, and the Wild hold the zone. The Wild cross ice pass, couldn't get that shot up, but he does drop it back to the point. Shot at the top of the circle, blocked. Dallas with it. Wild tried to hold the line. Dallas at center, and they're going to dump this in. I want to see Hughes score this period. We'll see Hughes with an open lane and pass. We'll definitely see that, especially on the power play. He doesn't slap shot it ever. He doesn't slap shot it ever. He'll and his wrist shot's not even that bad. His wrist shot's not even that bad, but yeah, definitely pass first. Definitely pass first. That is for sure. Oh. And they get it done. Let's go. Literally, I just had to refresh my stream because my whole everything just froze. And it comes back right to a freaking goal, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. McCarron's had such a good game too, ladies and gentlemen. He's had such a good game. Throwing the body around. I mean, if there's anyone who deserved the goal this period, it definitely was him. That was awesome. We have to extend him. Let's go. 3-1. Return of the mech. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, dude. Look at the dangles. I didn't realize he Ow! Oh, I didn't realize it wasn't okay. From the right angle, it looked like way more of a toe drag. When they showed it right behind him, he just, the little deke through the pads. Oh, what a game he has had, ladies and gentlemen. What a game he has had. And the Wild getting rewarded for all these shots. And there we go, Trenyon throwing the body around as well. He's been a little timid as far as Trenyon goes in this game. But he's even starting to throw the body around a little bit here. The Wild leading 3-1, ladies and gentlemen. If this was on Unix and Japanese commentary, would be going insane. Volstedt tangled up right post. Foligno able to separate the puck, but not for long. Oh my god, a hip check. Who does Middleton think he is? Middleton's taking a clear penalty on this one. Who does he think he is? Freaking Kyle McLaren? Why was blocking a shot called a penalty? Because he went full Kyle McLaren. Hip check Barron. First 5-hole this series. I think so. Best second round pick ever. That poke attempt was sad. This could turn out to be a decent night for me. We have to extend him. Return of the Mac. Wrist shot was good in his Norris year. Just settle down, boys. Some panic passing happening right now. Get the poll going. Will it go to OT? I want to see Hughes score this period. Middleton takes a penalty. Wasn't pissed at him until now. Honestly, I would have taken that penalty too. Even the commentary is saying, even the Dallas commentary is saying, honestly, pretty wide. Or sorry, not the Dallas commentary, the ESPN commentary is saying, honestly, not even the worst penalty to take. We got a hip check out of it. All right, Dallas Stars on the power play. Rantanen Off the stick of Spurgeon to Duchesne, back to Rantanen. Behind the net. Dallas commentator, ESPN commentator, what's the difference really? True. That is true. That is true. Oh, shot by Rantanen, another block. And this forces the puck out. Heiskanen drops it back. Johnson over the line. Johnson to Robertson. Robertson to the slot. Duchesne gets that poked away. The PK just suddenly woke up for the Minnesota Wild. Robertson back to Heiskanen. I should not speak too soon. Heiskanen shot through the slot, and that went right and wide. There was a wide open right side of the net for Wallstead too. That one scared me, but the Dallas Stars were able to hold it. Tired legs. Heiskanen shot. Nick Foligno went down, but that puck didn't hit him. He already blocked one shot this play, and the puck goes down the length of the ice, and the Wild are able to change. Again, if you're watching on Twitter or Facebook, come over to our YouTube channel. This is the platform we're trying to grow during the playoffs. We post videos every single day, and we have a huge pile of draft content for you guys coming up after the playoffs. Speaking of playoffs, back to this game. Robertson to Duchesne, back to Harley at the blue line. Good job by Eck. He was able to block that pass, but Robertson still has it in the corner. Robertson tried to send it to the slot. That was forced to Rantanen on the other side. Boldy with the hit forces this out into center. That's how you throw the body around, ladies and gentlemen. Robertson quickly gets it back as he gets over the line, pass to Harley. Harley with the shot, and Volstead with the save. So Trennan for PK and Zuki for power play solved all the problems. I mean, the first PK and honestly the second one looked a little wary for the Wild, but now that they've started to get back into it a little bit, it just shows how important Zuccarello is to this team. Uncle is arguably too important. It sure doesn't hurt. Fucking love Zuccarello though. I mean, I'm not even a Rangers fan, but like I was such a fan of him just as a player even on the Rangers. So I was so stoked when he eventually came over to the Wild. They make a big difference 5-on-5 as well. Absolutely, man. And the Dallas Stars with 1 second of the power play win the faceoff shot. That goes right into the corner, and the Wild are back to full strength. I'd be interested on how all you fellas would fix Iowa. It's a mess. I love being able to just go to so many games, but they are bad. I mean, the Heartlanders, let alone the ECHL team, which is probably going to move. Dallas over the line again. Haven't been able to score since their first power play of the night, which was too easy. Oh, wraparound opportunity by Dallas. Nice poke by Volstead. Take notes, Ottinger. Puck right wall as Dallas is turning things up here with 8 minutes and 34 seconds remaining. They're moving to Jacksonville. I heard they had trouble even paying some of the players and they had to like delay, like the ECHL to delay some of the final games of the season. Volstead makes another great save. This one through traffic. Oh man, Big Mac McCarron, dude. Look at all like blocked shots, big hits, goal. How soon would Dallas pull the goal? I don't think they're pulling a Patrick Waugh anytime soon. And Dallas sneaks, and ESPN sneaks in the TV timeout. I don't think they're pulling a freaking Patrick Waugh anytime soon. I think around the 4-minute mark, if I'll say the 3-minute mark. I'll say the 3-minute mark, just over or maybe just under. So we'll say 3:20 or like, I don't know, 4:50 or 2:50, sorry, ish. What about you guys? What do you think? When do you think they pull the goalie, the Dallas Stars? We still got a lot of the period left. 3-1 holds to 3. Yeah, that's what I think. So that's what I think too. I think around the 3-minute mark. 20 seconds, give or take. I just switched to a different feed here, and it's Tommy Copper clothing, but jumped in. I literally thought Bowflex was coming back, dude. I'm sticking with the 6-2 prediction. I'm only halfway there. I mean, we saw Boston collapse the other night in the first period. So we've seen it. We've seen teams collapse in the first period before. All right, just getting back from TV timeout here. Again, big shout out to you guys who are joining us here today. Wild in 6. Is this Boldy breakout? Do you feel he already was? I mean, this season, I thought he already was. This season, like, solidified it. All right, we're back, by the way. I always knew he was so good, like, defensively and two-way as well. But his streaks between goals had everyone saying that kind of blinded a lot of fans from all the other things he does on the ice. And, like, every offensive player goes through some streaks every now and then. Last playoff was his time. I think Boldy announced his presence in the Olympics. I think this year, like I said, I think a lot of the real ones knew. And then this year kind of was a stamp. Like, you can't argue against it anymore. And offside for the Dallas Stars. I just think he has stepped up a little bit more in the offensive role and more comfortable in that role this year. I think his hand, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, he's probably, like, his skills are probably continue to develop because he's still so young. But he just seems a lot more confident. I'd say confidence this year is definitely boosted. Yeah, I don't watch baseball. If you can't fight in the sport, I don't watch it. Calcio Storico, combat sports, Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA, hockey, and box lacrosse, baby. That's good enough for me. If they fought in the NFL, I'd watch it. If they fought in baseball, I'd watch it. If they fought in basketball, I'd watch it, but they don't, so I have no interest. Kaprizov doing his best Crosby impression here, whining to the referee. Soccer. I don't really watch soccer either unless it's World Cup. Not enough fighting. Not enough Lethway. Not enough Zinedine Zidane friggin' headbutts. All right, back to center for this face-off. I love Boldy's enthusiasm and pure joy playing hockey. They fight is just not allowed. They don't fight enough for me to watch the sport. I've watched more fights in my local curling rink back in Canada than my entire life watching baseball, American football, soccer, or basketball. Basketball back in the day, there were some good fights. Shout out to Bill Lampier. I like them both. Kaprizov was right. The Stars player touched it. Come on, dude. Win the board battle. And a nice save by Volsa as he covers this one up, and Trenton clearing up the wall in front of our wall from St. Paul. Hey, half the time Crosby's right too. He just made the face. He made the Sid the Kid complaining face. Hey, you don't got to spam, dude. I like them both. And I'm very happy with Wallstedt's play. I don't think you pull the goalie who's been winning you games. Or the goalie who hasn't been losing you games by any means either. Having said that, love me some Gustafsson. Hey, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Trennan's looked solid. He hasn't looked bad. He hasn't looked like incredible. He's starting to throw the body around again this third period. He was a little quiet in the first two, but his line has been really good. My nephew make a run for the College World Series, so I'm into baseball. Hey, fair enough. If I had, like, my cousin used to play NCAA basketball and I watched it then, but if I had friends, obviously, or family in the sport, I'd watch it. I'm just stubborn, and I grew up in Northern Canada watching Kung Fu movies and WHL in the 90s and 2000s. Fighting is life. Basketball would be better with fights and penalty box over fouls. Oh my God. Some of the most athletic and biggest humans on the planet. Oh my God. They're Muay Thai knees. Anyway, sorry. Back to the game. In the Dallas Stars zone, as things calm down after a little battle in the corners, both teams change. Not even Heiskanen, sorry. Harley with it. I'm not even a Wild fan. I just have a rooting interest in the team because I've been covering the Wild for like 6 years for the Sota Pod. Canucks fan, rooting interest in the Wild and Capitals. Stars try to bring this in the slot and don't pat this one home. So like, I live in Minnesota, so out of all the NFL teams, Skull, but I could care less about the NFL at the end of the day. Oh, thank you so much for the $2, Cameron. Is Brodin out? I really hope if Brodin is out, I really hope it's Hunt and Hartman going down here and some distress after the whistle. Jamie Benn involved in it, of course. What is Ben up to now? Him and Hartman getting about Hartman. Moving his jaw around. Did Jamie Benn hit him high here? Ben actually with some blood on his left eye as they got tangled up after that play. Hartman complaining. Is Ben being escorted to the box? Yo, thank you so much for the $2, dude. Appreciate it. Ben going to the box here. Let's see if Hartman's going to join him after. If I do watch football, it's mostly Vikings. My dad was a big Seahawks fan, so I watched Seahawks with him and my grandpa growing up. And say, like, my grandpa was a huge Ichiro Suzuki fan, so I watched a lot of Mariners with him. I love sports, but I love fighting. Fighting, like, I'll watch like the craziest, weirdest fight leagues. Four-on-four, cross-checking and then unsportsmanlike conduct. Spurgeon was not about it. He was arguing to the ref the whole time. Nobody touched Ben. Jamie Benn with a cheap shot. Cross-check to the head again. If the Wild make it to the second round or somehow even beyond against Wagon, that is the Avalanche. Gus days in Minnesota are over. That Greyhound will be on its way to another city like Edmonton. The Greyhound will be on another city. Well, I mean, Edmonton for what? For Draisaitl or McDavid? Like, get out of here. Nah. For Nugent Hopkins? Would you guys entertain that? He's older now, though. He's my age. So that's how I know he's old. Fights when you're at the game are so peak. Oh yeah. Well, I grew up watching junior hockey and like arguably like the roughest, not even arguably, the roughest junior hockey league to have ever existed, which was the WHL. These days, junior hockey is not as rough as like I remember. But man, like I watched Bugard in Prince George. I used to live in Prince George as a kid. And I remember watching fucking Bugard just beat the shit out of people. He was a 16-year-old and he was like 6'4" or 6'3" at 16 or 17. No, he's 17-year-old. I remember Dan Hamius was on that team. Dustin Bufflin was on that team a little like I think a year or two later. And man, they were insane. They were insane. But yeah, my parents were like big like kung fu movie nerds too. So my dad used to wake me up in the middle of the night to watch that like Japanese league Pride FC to see like Sakuraba and the Gracies go head to head, and watched all like the early UFC stuff and other no holds bars leagues. Even today, my favorite underground league, it's a Korean underground C-can bare knuckle no holds bars. They have like cameramen in the C-can, and then there's a big camera above the C-can outside where they have like the bleachers, and the loser gets shipped to North Korea. So there's incentive to actually win. It's incredible. Yurov, Gus Stramo, and Lambos for Draisaitl. Missed the Boogeyman. Yeah, rest in peace. Boogeyman was my favorite enforcer from the Wild, and then Rick Rippon died shortly after. He was my favorite enforcer for the Canucks. And the Dallas Stars pulled the goalie with 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining in the period to make it 5-on-4. And there's a save by Volstead. Granlund could make a comeback. I had a signed Granlund stick, actually. Oh, great job by Volstad. He saw that through traffic. What a beautiful glove save. 1 minute and 43 seconds remaining. It is 4-on-4 hockey, or was 4-on-4 hockey, but the Dallas Stars pulled Ottinger, and they're going to keep him out likely for the rest of the game, unless obviously they get a face-off in the Dallas zone. Nick Foligno getting a new stick out here. Well, I guess I'm not the curse, ladies and gentlemen. I am not the curse. 140. And the puck is pressured down into the Dallas zone. Buffin was a dude and one of my favorite players. I hated him when he was... I didn't hate him. I hated that he was with the Chicago Blackhawks as a Canucks fan, but loved him in Prince George and absolutely loved him with the Thrashers and the Winnipeg Jets. He is one of my favorite players of all time. He was an anomaly, man. The fact that he could skate so fast at almost 300 pounds, like, are you kidding me? He was a heavyweight. He was a UFC heavyweight out there. 200. He was like Brock Lesnar's fucking size on skates, bro. He was like 260 pounds out there. Not shredded at all, and still moved faster than Phil Kessel. Shot by the Stars. That's deflected left. While doing a good job keeping the Stars on the outside. Don't speak too early. Dude, shut the fuck up. It's not over yet. That's what someone who's cursed would say. Parrish, Wilson, Bouchard, and Boogs are the GOATs. Hey, Manny Malhotra. Loved him as well. Oh, no. I am the curse, ladies and gentlemen. I am the curse. Get the empty net king out there. Dude, just at the end of this power play, too, the Dallas Stars with 9 seconds left. 9 seconds left on the power play. Robertson. I will say this, the Stars don't look too excited on the bench here. There's 3 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the game, and the Dallas Stars, I mean, like we said, it's almost free money the Dallas Stars are going to score in their power play. I know tonight they've only gone, 2 for 4 now? Or 2 for 5, but still. Empty net king, you mean McKinnon? Bruins win in overtime? No way. Things just got interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Goals that have been so hard to come by. Four on four for 9 more seconds. And the Wild come away with the puck as the faceoff was at center. Quinn Hughes drops it back. Good forecheck by the Stars. Oh, and a shot. Top of the crease. That was blocked. And the puck's forced back into the... back to center ice. The fact that the Stars were not even didn't even seem stoked on scoring there and just were cold face, that scares me a bit. No Krill's king for the empty net. Pulled goalie 4 on 4. And I'm sorry, that's what I meant. And now the offsetting minors are over. The Dallas Stars, with the face-off in the Wild zone, they pulled their netminder. And Andre back on the bench. Nick Foligno taking the face-off. And it's a toughly contested one. The Stars get it back, but the Stars unable to take that pass in the corner. They send it up the wall. Jamie Benn and co grinding here, battling for that puck. Hard to see from this angle. I just see bodies going up and down here. There's 4 guys up against the wall. Where's this puck going to go? It gets into the slot, and the Wild have it backhanded to center. And the Wild are going to change. 2:16. Stars, they ring it back. Oh, and here we go. Kirill, the thrill, with the backhand, battling empty netter, and that's gonna be the dagger, I imagine, ladies and gentlemen. Still 2 minutes, but the Wild take advantage of the net being empty, and Kirill with a great single effort play. Boldy eats a hit after that as well, and Kaprizov up the right wall. Good positioning, that backhand, and there you go. There you go. I'm going to shut up about this curse stuff until this game's over, ladies and gentlemen. Continue to vote in the poll question, though. All right, Minnesota up 4-2. 151. Empty net, the thrill. Crosby was so bad at the empty net yesterday. It's not over. Go Wild. 138, and here comes Dallas. Single-handedly through the neutral zone. Shot that hits a stick and goes up and out of play. 132. Again, big shout to everybody who's joined us here. Stars or Wild fans, smash that like button. We will be live for, when's the game? Thursday? Next game is Thursday. We will be live on Thursday for this game as well. Close to 6-2 prediction. Hey, there's a minute 32 left. Edmonton 3-0 on Anaheim. Damn, man. Stick with that goalie, Edmonton. Lol. Still a lot of time left. Still a lot of time for the Oilers to collapse. Stars still with the extra attacker. Stars lose. Oh, slashing. Oh my God. I was going to say that he did not just lose his skate. And Bogosian. Oh my God. Bogosian, you get barely any minutes. Barely any minutes all night. All night. You get barely any minutes. You got to start whacking sticks when you do. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, never mind. It was Spurgeon. Sorry. I take that back. The camera just went right on Bogosian. I'm sorry, Big B. That was as choppy as it gets, Spurgeon. I saw Duchesne's stick go flying. I didn't see who chopped it. And then and then the camera just went to Bogosian, and he was just skating around doing his thing. And I was like, you fucking guy. Can't touch Dallas when they are trailing. Well, he cannot make another mistake in the net. All right, Heiskanen with it. To Rantanen. Rantanen shot. And that's blocked. 1 minute 13 remaining in the period, and Dallas is going to be up up 2 men, sorry, for 1 minute. It's not going to be a lot of room on this NHL ice for all these guys. Last minute left, and the puck goes all the way back down the length of the ice. 51 seconds remaining. Johnson over the line. Battling Duchesne on the corner. Wall. Close only counts in the horseshoe or in horseshoes and hand grenades. Maybe the Wild scored 2 in succession. Rantanen, 29 seconds. Drives behind the net. All the way back down to the point. Heiskanen able to keep it in backhand, top of the wall, but aiding a hit there was Rantanen. The Wild get this back, but Ben with it. Back to Rantanen. 15 seconds. Rantanen to Duchesne in front of the net. Robertson. Back to Heiskanen. Rantanen, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. The Minnesota Wild go back to Dallas, and they win game number 5, 4-2. What a fun game, honestly. What a fun game. And coming back home to Minnesota for Thursday night hockey in St. Paul, the Minnesota Wild could advance to the second round. 3 for 4 on the PK. Is this Christmas? Nice work as always. Hey, cheers, buddy. Close it out. Back to St. Paul next game, up 3-2. The Avalanche are just waiting. They're just waiting, dude. They're just waiting. Wow. Unbelievable. Charge the batteries for the night run. Are the Stars put on fraud alert for game 6? I mean, this was a really good game. It was a very close game. Again, I know the Wild started to come away. The Stars actually ended with a decent amount of shots as well. I know at one point there was a big shot discrepancy, but the Stars had their opportunities as well to kind of just make the Wild stale. And there was one point where the Wild didn't get a shot on net for, I think it was like 13 minutes. And they did the same thing to the Stars as well. Both Minnesota teams have a chance to close at home. Let's go. That'd be an exciting night for Minnesota sports going into the weekend, ladies and gentlemen, if that was the case. Oilers up 3-0. Hilarious if they blow this. Oh, there's plenty of time for them to blow this. There's plenty of time for them and their goaltender to blow this. Guys, I would stay on for a little bit of a post show, but I am actually going to be streaming all night on my second channel, which I'll just humbly share with you here in a sec. Or else I'd stay up a little bit later. I got to get some food in me. And then I think I'm going to just crush a quick nap because in 3 hours, I'm going to be live for a huge kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA event in Japan called One Samurai. And it's a great card if you guys are into violence and if you're working late or night owls. And you dig my vibe and commentary, we'll be up for that, giving you guys live updates and sharing highlights, the whole 9 yards. Highlight links. I feel like the guy in Goon. There's doner sauce on the house. Doner sauce. Hey, water down the doner sauce. Here it is, One Samurai. This is my second channel, the City Life Project. Check. I don't know why this is tripping out, but check it out. We stream, just like we stream hockey on this channel, I cover combat sports on this channel, 30 plus hours of it. And if you do like combat sports, I post prospect highlights, UFC highlights, and crazy stories in the world of combat sports as well. And if you want to see what stuff I'm covering throughout the week, I post a full streaming schedule on my second channel here. So there you go. There you go. Water down the doner sauce. So I tell you what, Nuggets in 7. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you all. Back Thursday for Game 6, St. Paul, and on this channel. Like and subscribe. Check out the content that we posted today. New Fellowship of the Rink, new Judd's Buds clips, and a Judd's Bud stream from yesterday, as well as an interview with Rieger Lorenz coming off another Denver NCAA championship. Hey, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Smash that like button and subscribe. And we'll see you on Thursday for the next one. Peace.